So students, sorry for the delay again. So what we are going to do today, we have 100 questions for you that we'll be taking, and questions of course will be taken by both Shamli ma'am and me. And in this session now you cannot complain, because you will still feel like okay, some chapters have given more questions, in some chapters there are only 1-2 questions. Simple reason I'll give you. As I have already told you, the 7 important chapters, right? Unme se you will see more questions are there, so that you can practice more different, different parameters of that same chapter. So with that in mind, we have bring this session. So please do not complain ki okay, you don't get much question from extension, you don't get much question from economics, because as such not much question is there. This session strictly has been prepared as such ki what kind of question you can find. We have studied the PYQ, so accordingly you will find the questions ki similar to PYQ, on same lines these questions are there. Some question even be like very close to the PYQs, right? So without any delay, first Shamli ma'am will take first 50 questions of here, and then I wait for my turn to test you all out. All right, so all the best, and Shamli ma'am, I'll hand it over session to you.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So hello student, first of all sorry for the technical issue, actually sorry for the late, there was some audio issue, but now it's fine I think, and let's start the session. So let's start, and I'll request you that this is a MCQ session, right? Here we are going to discuss multiple choice question, and there will be options. So what you can do, you can just first try yourself these questions, and then at last try to rate yourself, try to give your marking, okay? Ki how many questions you are able to do, and how much you in which questions you find difficult, right? So okay, so let's start now with the session. So the very first question here is that which of the following refers to the crop grown on a large scale on state and is perennial in nature? So now you have to tell me that which of the following is referred to the crops which are grown on very large scale, okay, on a very large state. So your options are given: garden crop, plantation crop, field crop, oil crop, or fodder crop. So what will be the right answer here? You might have started preparing your ARD, right? So I hope now you will be easily able to give the answer, and as we have completed the series also, I can see that many of you have given the right answer, right? Very good. It is plantation crop. Okay, so plantation crops are basically those crops which are grown on very large state, like your tea, coffee. These are your plantation crops. So basically your crop plants can be divided into 3 categories. First is your garden crop, which are mainly grown on the kitchen garden or flower garden on the backyard of your home, right? So these are your garden crops. Then we have field crop, which are mainly grown on commercial field like your rice, wheat, and then there we have the plantation crop, which are grown on very large scale, on very large state. Okay, so these are called your plantation crop, and your options are your examples are tea and coffee. Clear? Now let's move on to the next question, which is which of the following is not a primary tillage implement? Now you have to tell me that out of these, which is not the primary tillage implement. Your options are country plow, mold plow, disc plow, power tiller, or harrow. So what will be the right answer here? Yes. You have to tell me that which of the following is your not primary implement. We have discussed this. This in the ARD static series also. So yes, I can see the right answers coming. Yes, the right answer is E. That is your harrow. Okay. So right answer will be your harrow. Now let's move on to the what is actually this harrow is. Basically, harrow is your secondary tillage implement. Why so? Because this is an implement which dug the soil at the shallow depth, and also this smoothen and pulverize the soil. We know that in primary what we do, we reduce the soil strength, we reduce the hard soil strength into clods, and in secondary what we need to do, we have to reduce these clod into the fine pulverized soil, and that is through secondary tillage implement, and one of the implement is your harrow. Okay, through harrow we are pulverizing the soil. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question, which is which of the following are the objective of drip irrigation to crops? Now your micro irrigation, especially your drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation are very important topic, because questions have been asked from here in the NABARD examination, and you have to know about these things. Okay, what is drip irrigation, what is sprinkler irrigation, and their objective. Now here you have to tell me that which of the following is the objective of, is or are the objective of drip irrigation. Your options are given that reduce deep percolation, reduce surface evaporation, provide water directly to the root zone. And I can see that all of these are the objective of drip irrigation, right? And yes, the right answer is option D, that is all of the above. We know that through drip irrigation we can reduce the deep percolation losses, because your water is directly applied to the root zone of the crop. Okay, and also the rate of water is also very slow, so slowly and slowly water is applied to the root zone, and then it also reduces your surface evaporation. Clear? Now let's move on to the next question, which is, for which of the following tillage the following statements are true. Now you have to tell me that among which these following statements are true. For which of the following? Your option statement 1 is that it is the first soil tillage after the last harvest. Okay, and then it is done to reduce soil strength. I have already discussed, I have already given you hint in the previous question where we were discussing about the primary and secondary tillage implement, right? So your options are given: secondary tillage, conventional tillage, primary tillage, zero tillage, or conservation tillage. Now which of the following किसके लिए statement बिल्कुल सही है, बताओ. Okay, I can see the right answer coming, that is primary tillage. Okay, we have discussed this with I don't know how many times we have discussed this, that primary tillage क्या होता है कि first tillage after the last harvest. Okay, now अब आपको primary secondary tillage में कोई confusion नहीं होगा, right? So based on the time we have tillage, two types of tillage. First is preparatory tillage, जो कि आपके sowing से पहले की जाते हैं. Okay, so all the tillage operations that is done before sowing, that is your preparatory, and after sowing, that is your after cultivation. So under your preparatory we have primary and secondary tillage. Primary is your first tillage after the last harvest, and secondary is after the primary tillage. Clear? Now let's move on to the next question, which is, which term referred to the yearly sequence and spatial arrangement of sowing and fallowing on a given area. Okay, now you have to tell me that which of the following refer to the yearly sequence and spatial arrangement. Your options are given: cropping intensity, cropping pattern, monocropping, crop rotation, or crop intensification. So what will be the right answer here? We have discussed this also, this topic also we have discussed so many times. now आपको ये याद होना चाहिए कि आपको अभी तक ये रट जाना चाहिए. ओके, ऑल द टाइप ऑफ क्रॉपिंग सिस्टम, क्रॉपिंग पैटर्न, व्हाट इज क्रॉपिंग इंटेंसिटी, व्हाट इज क्रॉपिंग सीक्वेंस, राइट? सो अब आपको बताना है कि ईयरली सीक्वेंस एंड स्पेशल अरेंजमेंट, व्हाट विल बी द राइट आंसर हियर? सो राइट आंसर हियर इज cropping pattern. So what is your cropping pattern? It is the sequence in which we are growing crop on a land during a particular year. Okay, so that is your cropping pattern. Clear? Now moving on to the next question. Before moving on to the next question, there is cropping pattern is yearly sequence and spatial arrangement of crop on a same piece of land over the same period. So basically over a year, what is the cropping pattern you are following? What is the sequence of cropping, crop sowing that you are following is your cropping pattern. Clear? Now let's move on to the next question, which is, which of the following soil order is formed from the weathering of volcanic material? Now soil and water conservation chapter is very important for your exam point of view, because number of questions asked from this chapter is more as compared to the other chapter. Okay, so now you have to tell me that we have discussed about the soil order also, right? We have discussed about the different types of soil orders. Now you have to tell me कि which soil order is formed from the weathering of volcanic material. Now you have to tell me कि volcanic material से कौन सा soil order बनता है. Your options are given: alphy soil, histosol, aridisol, endisol, none of the above. So yes, I can see the right answers coming. That is option number D, which is endisol. Yes, very good. So basically your endisols are formed from your volcanic weathering of volcanic material. Okay. Now moving on to the next, which is, what is the field capacity of indigenous plow? So in farm tillage implement chapter, we have discussed about the indigenous plow. Okay, indigenous plows are the plows which are wooden plows basically, and they are the traditional implements which are used for plowing the field. Now you have to tell me that what is the field capacity? Field capacity means how much area it is able to plow within a particular duration. So what will be the right answer here? Yes, I can see people are giving the right answer, that is 0.4 hectare per day of 8 hours. Okay, so this is the field capacity of your indigenous plow. Clear? Now moving on to the next question, which is which of the following intercropping system involves growing 2 or more crop in the same field at the same time without any definite pattern? Now here you have to carefully read the question first, that it is written which of the following intercropping system involves growing of 2 or more crops. In intercropping we are growing 2 or more crops, right? Now you have to see the rest. It is written that on the same field without any defined pattern. Okay, now you will be like, ma'am, all of these are the example of mixed intercropping. So now here you have to focus on this word, that is without any definite pattern. So it will be your mixed intercropping, because in mixed intercropping we are not following any definite pattern. Yes, very good, all of you are giving the right answer, which is mixed intercropping. So basically intercropping is your growing of 2 or more crops on the same field, right? So in mixed intercropping what we are doing, we are growing 2 or more crops in a same field at the same time but without any definite pattern. When we are not following any definite pattern, that is your mixed intercropping. Then we have next row intercropping. In row intercropping what we are doing, we are sowing more than 2 crops at a given place at a given time but in a row, as you can see in the picture. And in strip we are growing these in the strips. And in relay intercropping, relay intercropping is the type of intercropping where we are growing another crop before harvesting of the previous crop. Clear? So these are the different type of intercropping. Now let's move on to the next question, which is which among the following is also known as rock bee? Okay. Now you have to tell me which of the following is known as rock bee. Your options are given: Apis dorsata, rock bee, giant bee, none of the above, or all of the above. So we have discussed this, that in the apiculture there are different kinds of honeybee. There are different species of honeybee, right? So you have to tell me which of the following is referred to the rock bee. If you know the right answer, please let me know in the comment section. I can see the people are giving right answer as a option A. Why your rock bee? I would like you to take your attention on the other options also, rock bee and giant bee. You people are giving only option number A, because there are various names given to rock bee. Yes. Yes, now you are giving the right answer. That is option number E, all of the above. Because your rock bee is also known as, your rock bee is also known as giant bee, and yes, it is a rock bee and Apis dorsata. Okay, Apis dorsata is its scientific name, so answer will be all of the above. Clear? So let's move on to the next question, which is which of the following soil is newly formed alluvium? Okay. Now again, question from the soil and water conservation chapter. You have to tell me which of the following is known as newly formed alluvial. Okay, we have discussed about alluvial soil. Okay, alluvial soils are the soil which are formed from the deposition, right? Now there are options given: black soil, bhangar, red soil, khadar, none of the above. Now your newly formed alluvial is named by a term. Okay, you have to tell me the name of that term from given options. Yes, I can see people are giving the right answer, option number D. Yes, the right answer is khadar. Clear? So basically your alluvial soils are the largest soil group of India. Clear? The very first thing which you have to remember is your alluvial soil is the largest soil group of India, and it is formed from anti-soil soil order. Clear? And it is of two types, that is your khadar and bhangar. Khadar is newly formed alluvial, which is more sandy type, and bhangar is old alluvial, which is more clayed soil. Clear? Am I clear on this? So these facts are also important. From here you should learn all these. Clear? Now let's move on to the next question, which is color of red soil are due to presence of. Now you have to tell me in the red soil what is there due to which the color is red. Okay, your options are given: copper oxide, ferric oxide, zinc oxide, all of the above, none of the above. So what will be the right answer here? Why the color of the red soil is red? Due to which of the following component, due to which of the following this color is red? Yes, I can see the right answer coming. Anish Kumar has given all of the above. So the right answer is here ferric oxide basically. Okay, mostly ferric oxide is present. That is why the color is red. It will be not due to copper or zinc. Nothing. You have to just remember one thing, that is ferric oxide. Clear? So basically your red soil is the largest area. If your red soil occupies the largest area in your Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, Goa, then it is formed from Elfi soil water. Clear? This is very important. This can be asked in your exam, that which soil is formed from which order. From here what you can do, you can take the idea. These are the question. What you can do from here, you can take the idea ki okay, these topics are important. You can just go and refer, and you can just study all the material regarding that particular topic. ठीक है, ये आपको एक आइडिया देने के लिए कि ये क्वेश्चंस इंपॉर्टेंट है, बट इस क्वेश्चन में एक क्वेश्चन में से अगर आप पढ़ने जाओगे तो बहुत सारी चीजें आप वैसे भी प्रिपेयर कर लोगे. अब आपने रेड सॉइल का क्वेश्चन देख लिया कि इट इज मेनली ड्यू टू फेरिक ऑक्साइड. नाउ यू कैन जस्ट गो एंड रेफर टू व्हाट इज द रेड सॉइल, ओके, विच फ्रॉम विच ऑर्डर इट इज फॉर्म्ड. सो ऐसे ऐसे करके आप बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन तैयार कर लोगे. इसलिए माई सजेशन टू यू इज दैट दीज आर ओनली 50 क्वेश्चन, बट इफ यू वांट टू प्रैक्टिस मोर, यू कैन जस्ट गो एंड प्रैक्टिस दिस क्वेश्चन इन टॉपिक्स में से क्वेश्चन उठाओ, देखो, टॉपिक्स पढ़ो. आपके 50 से 150 क्वेश्चन तैयार हो जाएंगे एग्जाम के लिए, राइट? सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द ट्रिक दैट यू कैन फॉलो कि अपने कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम के लिए तैयारी कैसे करनी है. एक क्वेश्चन जब पढ़ते हो, उस क्वेश्चन को देखो कि ये कहाँ से आया है और उस टॉपिक को पढ़ो. फिर उस टॉपिक से आपके कम उस क्वेश्चन से 10 क्वेश्चन तैयार हो जाएंगे, राइट? सो ये आपको फॉलो करना चाहिए. दैट इज माई सजेशन टू यू. सो moving on to this, so basically it is rich in your kaolinite clay. Now this is another question. See here, from here also the question might be asking, might come in an exam, that red soils are rich in which type of clay? So it is rich in kaolinite clay. Clear? Then the red color is due to ferric oxide and texture is sandy to clay and loamy. Clear? So now this was about your red soil. Let's move on to the next question, that is, in which of the following sowing method sowing is done behind the plow either manually or mechanically? Now you have to tell me that in which of the following the sowing is done behind the plow, okay, either manually or mechanically. Your options are transplanting, seed drilling, dibbling, planting, or kera or pora. Clear? So if you might have heard that what is transplanting, so basically transplanting is your growing of seeds in the nursery and then displacing is from the nursery to the main field, right? Then seed drilling is through seed drills, and dibbling is through dibbler, and planting is just a simple word. And I can see all of you are giving the right answer. That is option number E, that is kera and pora. Very good. So basically your sowing behind the plow, that is done through manually or mechanically. It can be done by two ways, that is kera, which is manual sowing, and then we have pora, which is sowing through funnel. Okay, so this is the sowing, this is the plow. Now if the manually someone is dropping seed behind this plow, that is your kera, that is known as kera. And if they have a funnel attached to here and then they are dropping the seeds in the funnel and then the seeds are dropped in the soil, that is your pora. Clear? So that was about this. Now from here also you have to remember these names, kera and pora, and kera is for manual and pora is for funnel. Now let's move on to the next question, which is dash is younger female of cattle above age of 6 months to first calving. Okay. Now your terminology in your animal husbandry are very important. Okay, you must remember ki what is female goat is known as, what is the male goat known as, or like what is the pasturation is goat is known as, and also in sheep. And similarly these kind of question you must prepare, because question has been asked from here and also from gestation period of different animals. Okay, so अब इस क्वेश्चन से आप क्या कर सकते हो, यू कैन जस्ट गो एंड रेफर दैट व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ नेमिंग गिवन टू डिफरेंट एज ग्रुप ऑफ डिफरेंट एनिमल्स. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे क्या दिया है, फॉर फीमेल कैटल, यंगर फीमेल कैटल अबव द एज ऑफ 6 months टू फर्स्ट calving. ओके, सो व्हाट इज इट इज नोन एज. सो योर ऑप्शंस आर गिवन calf, heifer, both A and B, cow, none of the above. So first let me see the answer. Okay. So what will be the right answer here? Okay, so right answer here is heifer. So basically it is known as heifer. अब आपको ये पता चल गया that this is for calf. Okay, now what you can do? You can just go and refer to other animals also. Okay, और animals में क्या बोलते हैं, उनके पास्चुरेशन को क्या बोलते हैं, मेल को क्या बोलते हैं, कैस्ट्रेटेड मेल को क्या बोलते हैं, right? And you can prepare a table for yourself and उसको revise करो because यहाँ से आपके questions पूछ सकते हैं, right? Then we have next question which of the following buffalo breed have the highest fat percentage? Okay, this is again very important question because आपके जो animal husbandry chapter है वो बहुत ज़्यादा important है. वहाँ पे आपको जो important at least important breeds है cattle, buffalo, goat, sheep, poultry की उनके characteristic feature और if they have something in particular you should know about that. Okay, और जैसे कि यहाँ पे आपको पूछा गया है कि buffalo breed which are highest fat percentage. Your options are given Murrah, Neeli Ravi, Bhadavari, all of the above, none of the above. So right answer here will be, okay, so right answer here will be Bhadavari. Very good. Everyone is giving the right answer. Okay, you might be confused like ki it is Murrah. See, the fat percentage is highest in Bhadavari. Okay, fat percentage of milk is highest in Bhadavari. Though the quantity of milk that is produced from Murrah is more, it produces the highest quantity of milk, but Bhadavari has the highest fat percentage. Clear? So moving on to the next question, which is dash is universally adopted as a standard height for measuring the girth diameter as a basal area of standing tree. Now you have to tell me, this is a question from forestry and in forestry there are few terminology which are important. ठीक है, आपको पता होना चाहिए. Like for example, this question is given for your you have to tell me what is the term given to the universally adopted as a standard height for measuring the girth. Whenever we are measuring any girth of your forestry crop, so what is the term given to that particular thing? No, Anish, crown height is not the right answer. Bowl is not the right answer. You have to tell me, it's given in the option itself. It's a height. Okay, so whether breast height or average height or crown height will be the answer. How bowl can be the answer? Bowl is the main stem of the tree. Bowl is the main stem of the tree. You have to read the question first. It is adopted as a standard height. You have to tell me about that terminology. Yes, very good, Brijesh. That is your breast height. Okay. So basically breast height is almost universally adopted as a standard height for measuring the girth of diameter as and a basal area for standing tree. And in India, your breast height is, your standard breast height that is given is 1.37 meter. Now whenever we have a forest tree, so in forestry it is very important to measure the girth of the tree because that is how you will determine what is the quality of the timber, what is the quality of that tree, right? That timber. Then what this type of height, okay, like for in India we measure this height at 1.37 meter. Okay, it will be 1.37 meter above any kind of tree. That is your breast height when we are measuring the girth of a tree, standing tree. Clear? Now I hope this is clear to you. What is the meaning of this particular thing, right? Now moving on to the next question, which is dash contain a larger portion of sodium, potassium and magnesium, and thus they are infertile and do not support any vegetative growth. Again, the question is from the soil chapter and it is also very important question. Now you have to tell me that which of the following have the highest sodium, potassium and magnesium and are infertile, so they do not support any vegetative growth. Your options are laterite soil, red soil, black soil, saline soil or ooser soil. None of the above. What will be the right answer here? Yes. Yes, the right answer is saline soil or ooser soil. Clear? Very good. Every one of you are giving the right answer, that is saline soil or ooser soil. Next question for you is, what should be the storage temperature of fish for freezing? Whenever we are freezing the fish, okay, whenever you are harvesting the fish and you have to freeze that particular fish, then what should be the optimum temperature? You have to tell me what should be the optimum temperature for that. Okay, your options are given minus 15 degrees Celsius, minus 18 degrees Celsius, minus 10 degrees Celsius, minus 12 or minus 11 degrees Celsius. What will be the right answer? Yes, very good, Himanshu. Yes, The right answer will be minus 18 degrees Celsius. Yes, every one of you are giving the right answer. That is option B, minus 18 degrees Celsius. Now, next question for you is, which type of intercropping involves planting a secondary crop to increase or hasten return on the plot of land? Now, students, I am repeating this to you that cropping system, cropping pattern, farming system, very important chapter for you, okay? Because here the terminology are very confusing, right? Or you should have the clear idea that what is this in this particular, under this particular terminology. So now again, here is the question given to you that you have to tell me, it involves planting a secondary crop to increase or hasten return on a plot of land. Now what will be the right answer? Your options are given: companion, strip, relay, mixed, row intercropping. Okay. Mostly people have given the right answer, that is companion crop, but still few students have the confusion. They are giving option number C or D. Okay, so right answer here will be companion cropping. Okay, for those who have not got the right answer, let me tell you that in companion cropping, we are sowing crop in between the other crop. Basically, when we have a long duration crop, like your sugarcane is a very long duration crop, okay, and your sugarcane is grown in a rows. As you can see in the picture, here you have grown the sugarcane, but now you have the space in between the sugarcane. Till the time of harvesting of the sugarcane, you can utilize that particular space. How? By sowing some short duration crop. Okay, so what will happen, from the same amount of land, from the same piece of land, you will get more harvest and you will get more return. So that type of cropping is known as companion cropping. Clear? I hope now this is clear to you. Example is sugarcane plus onion or potatoes. You can grow sugarcane along with the onion or potato, and that type of cropping is known as companion cropping. Clear? Now those you who have not got the correct answer, it should be clear to you that what is companion cropping, and from next time you should be able to give the right answer, right? Chalo. Moving to the next question. Based on option given below, which of the following can be used in organic farming? Now, organic farming is also one of the very important chapter. You should know what is organic farming, what are the components of organic farming, what we can use in organic, what we cannot use in organic farming, right? So here the options, here the things which are given to you is BT cotton, 2,4-D, mineral grade rock additive. Now you have to tell me ki which of the following can be used in organic farming. So your options are given. Now you have to tell me what will be the right answer here. Okay. Yes, the right answer will be option number E, that is only 3, which is mineral grade rock additive. Only this can be used. Your BT cotton and 2,4-D cannot be used. Why? Let me tell you. See, in your organic farming, we cannot use fertilizer. We cannot use chemical fertilizer in particular. Okay. Then we cannot use any genetically modified organism like your BT cotton. This BT cotton is genetically modified cotton, right? Or BT brinjal. We cannot use these in organic farming. Then we cannot use your chemical pesticides, and then herbicide are also not used, and any kind of hormones is also not used. What we can use, what we can depend on, basically we can depend on crop rotation, your crop residue, then your animal manures, off-farm organic waste, we can rely on this, or your mineral grade rock additive. These can be used in your organic farming. Clear? Now I hope now it is clear to you that what we can use and what we can rely on. Next question says, among the given option, which of the following are organic in nature? Again, question from organic farming. Now you have to tell me among this which are organic in nature. Your options are given: urea, organic manure, green ammonia, vermicompost. You have to tell me out of this which can be used in organic farming or which are in organic in nature. So what will be the right answer here? Okay. C. Option number, everyone is saying C, option number that is 2 and 4. Okay, very good. So option number C is the correct answer. That is your organic manure, and vermicompost is your organic in nature. Your urea is chemical fertilizer, we cannot use it. And then green ammonia, this is nothing, just a process of making ammonia, but it is chemical and it is not used in your agriculture, so that is also not the organic thing. So basically your organic manures are the manures which are derived from the plant and animal waste and that are used as a source of nutrients to the crop, right? Then we have vermicompost. Basically vermicompost is the process of making compost where we are using your earthworm for the making of for the process of making compost. When compost are made with the help of your earthworm, that is your vermicompost. Clear? Now I hope organic manure, what is organic manure and vermicompost, this is also clear, right? Now moving to the next question, which is, which of the following statement are true regarding shifting cultivation? Okay, now this is also a question which we have discussed so many times, and now you have to give me the right answer that out of these three statements which are true for your shifting cultivation. Your options are, it is also known as zoom cultivation, it is a type of cultivation it is a type of cultivation where crop is fixed while land is rotated. Okay, then in this type of cultivation forest area is not burned and cleared for planting. So what will be the right answer here? So what will be the right answer for this question? Okay, everyone is saying option number A, that 1 and 2. Yes, option number A is the correct answer. That is only 1 and 2 are the statement that follows for the shifting cultivation, because in option 3 it is written it is not burned, but it is burned. Okay, basically in your shifting cultivation your forests are cut down, the vegetation is burned, and then what is happening here, then they are then the farmers are growing their annual crops regularly on the land, and then they are again leaving the land, and this cycles goes on, and this is your shifting cultivation. Yes, okay, very good. Moving to the next question, which is Rajasthan belong to which of the following agroclimatic zone? Another very important topic. Question has been asked from here. So you have to tell me that in which of the following agroclimatic zone your Rajasthan belongs to. Your options are given: West Coast Plains and Ghats, Western Plateau and Hills, Western Dry Region, Western Himalayas, Trans-Gangetic Plains. So what will be the right answer here? Shri Devi has given already the right answer. Then Himanshu has given the right answer. Okay. Okay. Almost everyone is giving the right answer for this question. That is your Western Dry Region. Okay. So Rajasthan basically belong to your Western Dry Region. Now these are your 15 agroclimatic zone which are very important. You should know that which state you should have a rough idea that which state fall under this particular agroclimatic zone. So basically your Rajasthan is your under Western Dry Region. Clear? Now moving on to the next question. Dash is a wide zone of tree, shrubs and grasses planted in row, usually at right angle to the direction of prevailing wind. Now this is also something which we have discussed, that which of the following is known as, which of the following is a wide zone of tree, shrubs, grasses planted in row, usually at right angle in the direction of prevailing wind, so that they can stop the wind. Okay, they are used as a stopper, they are used as a these are used as a breakers for the wind. They have to prevent the wind, high velocity of wind, they have to reduce it, because your main crop can be protected. So your options are given: shelter bed, wind stopper, wind breaker, none of the above, all of the above. What will be the right answer here? Okay, yes, very good. So right answer here will be, okay, few are giving E, all of the above. So the right answer here will be shelter bed. Okay, why I'll tell you, because see, when we are saying about when we are saying that we are planting something, we are planting any tree or any vegetation to stop the wind, that is your shelter bed. While your wind breaker are any material, it can be living or non-living. Your wire fences, your cement walls can be your wind breakers. But when we are specifically saying that we are planting trees or any vegetation for stopping wind, that is your shelter bed. Clear? So basically shelter bed, as you can see in the picture also here, these trees are grown, these are the shelter beds, and this is protecting this particular crop from the high wind velocity. Okay. So now I hope what is shelter bed, this is clear to you. And what is the difference between shelter bed and wind break? That is clear. Breaker, that is also clear to you, right? moving on to the question, which is, in which of the following crop usually transplanting is being done? Very easy a very easy question. I'll say it is very easy question, and easiest of all. You have to just this is very, because only few crops are there, and there is one main crop where transplanting is majorly done. So your options are given: mustard, wheat, rice, maize, none of the above. What will be the right answer? Yes, very good. Everyone is giving the right answer. That is rice. Clear? So basically, transplanting is what it is. We have already discussed this before also, that it is sowing of crop on the small patches and then transplanting that seedlings to the main field, and it is mostly done in your rice. Okay. So you might have seen sowing of crop in this wet condition where water is full with the field is full with the water, and then people are transplanting the rice. Okay, so this is your transplanting, and it is done in rice. Okay, very good. So now, which of the following cell organelles is a site of photosynthesis? You have to tell me that where in the plant cell, which particular cell organelle the photosynthesis is occurring. Your options are given: ribosome, nucleus, cytoplasm, chloroplast, cell membrane. Now from here I would like to add that, see, your crop physiology, you can avoid your crop physiology as a whole, but you should have a general idea that what is photosynthesis, how it is happening, what are the different types of plants like C3, C4, what are CAM plants, and also what are the different cell organelles, like what is chlorophyll, how the photosynthesis is occurring. You should have a basic idea. ठीक है? For exam it is important कि आपको general crop physiology पता हो. Okay, general plant physiology पता हो. That because अगर question एग्जाम में पूछ ले जाते हैं तो you will be able to answer it, because क्वेश्चन बहुत जनरल पूछे जाएंगे, तो आपको एक जनरल आइडिया होना चाहिए. क्लियर? सो यस, I can see the right answers coming. That is your chloroplast. Very good. Everyone has given the right answer, which is your chloroplast. Now students, this is the basic structure of your plant cell. Okay, we have different cell organelles, and now you should have the idea that what is the function of each cell organelles, especially the major one. Like for example, what is the function of nucleus, because it is the main part where DNA is stored. Okay, and it is responsible for many function in cell division also. So आपको एक general idea होना चाहिए. ठीक है? Then your photosynthesis is happening in your chloroplast, that is site of photosynthesis. Now in photosynthesis you have chlorophyll, right? Chlorophyll is your pigment due to which your plants appear green. We have different kind of pigments also, but generally your chlorophyll is present, and this chlorophyll traps the light from the sunlight, because we know that in photosynthesis we need sunlight, we need water plus CO2. Okay, so then only we are making their carbohydrates, plus then oxygen is released. So this sunlight is trapped by your chlorophyll, your pigment chlorophyll, so that the process of photosynthesis can start. Now I am repeating here that you should have the general idea about the process of photosynthesis. You should have at least idea about C3, C4 and CAM plants, and what are the example under these plants. Okay, so majorly all your plants are mostly plants are of C3 types. In C4 we have some example like sorghum, maize, and then in CAM plants all your succulent plants and cactus, which are in your dry land condition where water scarcity is there. So this you should have a general idea. Clear? Because question can be asked from here also. Now the next question says, the tillage operation that is done on land with standing water is called. We have just discussed. Okay, so what is the tillage operation that is done on standing water? Your options are given: wet tillage, dry tillage, puddling, both A and B, both A and C. So what will be the right answer here? Okay, so carefully try to answer this question. I can see many people are giving option number C, but still I am again repeating, please carefully read the options and then try to answer the question. Yes. Now I can see, okay, only few students. Now I can see few students are giving the right answer. That is your option number E. that is both A and C, because your puddling is also known as wet tillage. Okay, so आपको ये synonyms भी पता होने चाहिए कि if there is a term so उसका दूसरा synonyms अगर कोई है, क्योंकि exam में you can be given wet tillage or puddling or both. Okay, like for example, in this question you have given both the names, so you should have the idea, and option is both A and C also then, so you should have idea that they are synonyms. Okay, so basically your wet tillage or puddling is done in rice. Okay, again we are discussing about rice. So here what is done, as you can see in the picture also, your field is filled with the water. Okay, so the farmers create a stagnant water condition in the field and then try to puddle, then try to till the soil. So such type of tillage operation is known as your puddling. Okay, this is a special type of tillage operation which is done specially for rice. Clear? And it is also known as wet tillage because it is done in water. Clear? So it is wet tillage or puddling is there. And what is dry tillage then? Basically in dry land condition we have to do the tillage operation, because if we will not do the tillage operation your soil will become hard. Okay, and when there is a rainfall your soil will not have the space to store that rainwater. So that is why the dry tillage is done in dry land condition, so to open the soil, so to increase the porosity in the soil and air space in the soil, so whenever there is a rainfall your field can store that water. Okay, so that is your dry tillage. Now I hope difference between wet tillage, dry tillage is clear to you, right? Okay, let's move on to the next question, which is which of the following is not the objective of tillage? Now with tillage you have to tell me that out of this which of the following is not the objective of tillage, and if you have listened to what I was saying in the previous slide you will be easily able to answer this question. So your options are given: prepare good seed bed, weed control, aeration, waterlogging, none of the above. So what will be the right answer here? Okay. See, we have to see the general objectives of tillage and then we have to answer this question. Yes, many of you have given the right answer, that is option number D, that is waterlogging. Because see, why we are doing the tillage, we are opening up the soil. Okay, we are opening the soil, we are improving aeration in the soil, and also first of all we have to prepare good seed bed. That is our prime objective of tillage. Clear? So this is the objective. Yes. Then we have weed control. In sometimes generally tillage is done to uproot the weed also, because from the, if we see the land where the crop was there from the previous harvest, where there is a harvested crop and there is a stubble, there is a weed, all sort of things on the land, right? So we have to remove that, and in tillage operation we are removing the weed, so we are doing the weed control also. We are opening the soil, so aeration is improved, and waterlogging. See, we are opening up the soil, we are not so if the soil is opened, so what, there will be good water percolation. There will be good water percolation, and also the water will go down in the soil. Okay, there will be no water logging condition. Clear? So right answer will be water logging. Clear? This is not the objective of tillage. Now moving on to the next question. In which of the following techniques plants are grown using a water based nutrient solution rather than soil, and can include an aggregate substrates or growing media such as vermiculite, coconut coir or perlite? So you have given the option, which of the following, you have to tell me which of the following refer to this, and your options are given: aeroponics, hydroponics, aquaponics, none of the above, all of the above. So what will be the right answer here? See, we have discussed this thing in the ARD static series also. Yes, very good. Everyone is giving the right answer, that is hydroponics. Okay, so basically when we are growing your crops, when we are growing crops without the use of soil, apart from soil, what we are doing, we are using your vermiculite, perlite as a substrate, as a support to the crop's roots, and it is a cropping technique where we are using nutrient solution. Okay, we are running the nutrient solution in the soil and across the root of the crop, and then the crops are taking the nutrient from this nutrient solution. Clear? So that is your hydroponics. We have discussed about aeroponics also. Here the mist environment is created, and there in this mist there is a nutrients, and its nutrients is taken up by the crop plants. Okay, then we have aquaponics, where we have the mixture of aquaculture also and growing crop also, right? So that is your aquaponic system. Now I hope these are clear to you. So moving on to the next question, which is, which of the following can be described as technology enabled approach to farming system that observes, measures and analyzes the need of individual field and crop? Your options are given: precision agriculture, digital agriculture, extensive agriculture, all of the above, or only A and B. So what will be the right answer here? Please, if you know the answer, let me know. Then we will discuss this question. So students, the question was that which of the following can be described as the technology enabled approach to farming, okay, where we are seeing the individual need of field, and I can see the right answers coming, okay, E. So those who have given the option number A as an answer, na, I will again say them to them that your answer is right, that is precision agriculture, but your precision agriculture is also known as digital agriculture. That is why option E will be the right answer, both A and B, okay. So here, that is why I am saying that you should know the synonyms also, क्योंकि क्वेश्चन ऐसे भी आ सकता है, you have to know the both the names of that particular thing. Okay, now let's move on to this. What is this? Basically, precision or digital agriculture is the science where we are, focusing on the crop need, where we are focusing on individual field through the technology. So that is why it is also known as digital agriculture, where digitally we are monitoring our field. Digitally we are seeing where it is a site, site specific. We are seeing that in which site there is a problem, in which site there is a lack of water, where there is a need of pesticides, fertilizer, etc. Okay. So you should have the idea of both the terminology, that is precision or digital agriculture. Clear? And it is also known as site specific. One more term, that is site specific farming. Clear? Now moving on to the next question, which is, in which of the following two or more crops of different height are grown simultaneously on a piece of land in a certain period? Your options are given: cropping system, monocropping, multiple cropping, monoculture, multi-story cropping. So what will be the right answer here? You have to read the language of question, that we are growing two or more crops, okay, of different height. Now this should be your catch, that of different height, okay. Then what we are saying of that, what we are saying to that type of cropping. So yes, everyone is giving right answer, that is your multi-story cropping, okay. So basically in your multi-story cropping, what we are doing, we are utilizing the vertical height, we are utilizing the vertical space, okay. So different height, crop of different height are grown, and then this type of cropping is known as your multi-story cropping, where we are using the different height of crop, ठीक है? So yes, okay. Now moving on to the next question, that is the WMO, that is World Meteorological Organization, classified the cloud according to their height and appearance into dash genera. Now in how many genera the clouds are classified by WMO, that is your World Meteorological Organization? Your options are 12, 11, 10, 14 or 15. So what will be the right answer here? So we have discussed this in ARD static series, where we were discussing about the clouds, and till now you should be able to answer at least this question easily, that in how many genera the clouds are classified by WMO. So what will be the right answer? Yes, I can see, yes, right answer is coming, that is your 10, that is in 10 genera WMO has classified, okay. So they have classified into 10 genera, and these 10 genera are divided into 4 families, that is family A, family B, family C and family D, according to the height in which they are occurring. Clear? Chalo. Moving on to the next question. So the question which we were discussing were, which type of clouds are responsible for halo effect in sky? So the question was ki which type of clouds are responsible for halo effect in the sky? Now your options are cirrus, cirrocumulus, cirrostratus, all of the above, none of the above. So what will be the right answer here? So I can see the right answers coming. Yes, you all are giving the right answer. That is option number C, which is cirrostratus, right? Yes, very good. So basically, from your family A, as we have discussed, there were 10 genera in which clouds were divided, and in these genera, we have 4 families: A, B, C, and D. So the clouds which is responsible for the halo effect is cirrostratus. Okay, so from family A we have 3 types, that is cirrus, cirrocumulus, and cirrostratus. So the halo effect in the sky is produced from your clouds that are your cirrostratus. Clear? Now let's move on to the next question, which is which of the following seed are produced using nuclear seed in research institutes or universities under the supervision of a breeder, and the tag provided to it is yellow. So now you have to tell me which of the following, that is whether it is nuclear seed or breeder seeds or foundation seed, register seeds, or all of the above. So which of the following is produced in the research institute or universities under the supervision of breeder, and the tag which is given to such seeds are yellow? So what will be the right answer here? Yes, I can see the right answer is coming, that is yes, breeder seeds. Very good. So this is the topic from seed certification. This is also an important topic. From here, what you have to learn, let me tell you that different types of seeds, that is breeder seeds, foundation, certified, register, and what are these type of seeds, and then what is the tag color of these seeds. Okay, these are very important. Tag color is very important, you should know. So basically your breeder seeds are produced, these are the nuclear, from the nuclear seed, and also you should know that which seed is being produced from which kind of seed. Okay, like your breeder seeds are produced from the nuclear seed, and then your foundation seeds are produced from the breeder seeds, right? So you should have this idea, and where they are produced in research institutes under the supervision of breeder. Okay, the genetic purity here is 100%. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, जेनेटिक प्योरिटी भी आपको पता होनी चाहिए एटलीस्ट फॉर ब्रीडर फाउंडेशन सीड्स की है. And the tag color is also very important, that is golden yellow. The tag color to the breeder seed given, that is given, is golden yellow. So that was about this. Now moving on to the next question, which is which of the following statement is correct regarding contour farming? Now you have to tell me the correct statement with regards to contour farming. Your options are given: contour farming involves plowing, planting, and weeding along the contour. Then we have recommended in lands with a slope range of 2 to 7%. The effectiveness of the contour plowing decrease with an increase in slope gradient and rainfall length, rainfall intensity, and erodibility of land. None of the above or all of the above. So what will be the right answer here? So we have discussed this in your ARD static series also, where we were discussing about the different types of measures for the soil and water conservation, right? So I can see the right answer is coming. Yes, very good. All of you are giving the right answer, which is option number E, that is all of the above. So all these statements holds true for the contour farming. Clear? Now moving on to the basically in your contour farmings, under your contour farmings is under your agronomic measures. And here in contour farming, it involves plowing, planting, and weeding along the contour. When we are doing plowing, planting, and weeding along the contour, like you can see in the picture also, that is a contour farming, and it is recommended in the land with the slope of 2 to 7%. Okay, and its effectiveness on the contour plowing decrease with increase in slope gradient. As the slope gradient will increase, basically your agronomic measures are effective under slope where slope is less than 2%. So if the slope will increase from 2% and go higher, your effectiveness of contour farming will decrease. Okay, so that was about the contour farming. So let's move on to the next question, which is which of the following can be used in clay soil for conservation? Okay, your options are given:
contour bund, graded bund, compartmental basin, contour stone wall, all of the above. So what will be the right answer here? You have to tell me ki in clay soil what we are doing, which kind of bunding we are doing, which kind of agronomic measures we are doing to conserve the soil. So what will be the right answer here? So if any one of you know the right answer, please quickly let me know in the chat box that what will be the right answer. Okay, the right answer from here is your graded bunds. Okay, let me tell you why. Because under your mechanical bunds, okay, now I can see that you people are giving their answers. That is your graded bunds. Very good. So under your mechanical measures which are taken when the slope is above 2%, and here the construction is done. Okay, here something is being constructed. So basically bunding are under your mechanical measures because we are bunding, we are constructing the bunds, right? And your graded bunds are used for those area where there is a high rainfall. Okay, so in places where there is a high rainfall and impermeable soil like your clay soils, ठीक है, वहां पे हम क्या करते हैं, वी आर यूजिंग ग्रेडेड बंड्स बिकॉज वी हैव टू ड्रेन आउट द एक्सेस सॉइल safely out of the field. So there we are going for graded bunded, and so slope here is 2 to 10%. Clear? Now let's move on to the next question, which is compartmental bunding is an effective moisture conservation measure in dry land. It is suitable for area having lesser rainfall and slope off. Now you have to tell me that in up to which slope we can use compartmental bunding. Okay, to which slope, to which extent of slope we go for compartmental bunding. Your options are 6 to 30%, 12 to 25%, 7 to 12%, 1 to 7%, or less than 1%. So what will be the right answer here? So what should be the slope percentage for compartmental bunding? So if any one of you know the right answer, let me know. Okay, you have to tell me compartmental bunding. Yes, I can see the right answer is coming. That is your less than 1%. Very good. So for compartmental bunding, the slope is 1%. So compartmental bunding means you're bunding the entire field is divided into small compartment. Like for example, we have this field. Okay, now we have to divide this field into small compartments. Okay, by bund we are building bunds and we are dividing this field into small compartments, like you can see in the picture also. So what we are doing, we are building the bund, and such type of bunding is done where rainfall is less and the slope is less than 1%. Okay, basically in your plains area where there is no slopy land, the slope is around just less than 1%, there we are using compartmental bunding. Now let's move on to the next question, which is which of the following refers to the entry of water from upper layer of the soil. Now you have to tell me which of the following, because these terminology regarding to irrigation are very important. So you have to tell me which of the following refers to the entry of water. When water enter into the soil, what we say, what is the term given to that particular thing? Okay, your options are infiltration, percolation, seepage, drainage, leaching. So what will be the right answer here? What will be the right answer for this question? The right answer for this question is infiltration. Very good. Everyone is giving the right answer. That is infiltration. Basically, when the water is entering into the soil. For example, this is your soil and the water is entering. The entry of water into the soil, that is known as infiltration. Clear? So now moving on to the next question. Before moving on to the next question, so infiltration is entry of water into the soil from upper layer, and it is in unsaturated soil. What is the meaning of this? Basically, unsaturated soil where there are pores available. Okay, the water will enter to the space where there will be the space for entrance, right? So when the soil has space, when it is unsaturated, when it has the pores, then this infiltration will occur. Okay. Then speed of infiltration is measured the amount of water absorbed per hour. Okay, so the amount of water that is being absorbed by soil per hour, that is your infiltration rate. Okay, and that is the speed of infiltration. So that was about the infiltration. Now moving on to the next question, which is, what is the criteria for project to come under minor irrigation scheme? Very important. Okay, so this is a very important topic. You should have the idea that what kind of project come under the minor, major, or these type of schemes, right? So your options are given: cover CCA, that is cultural command area of 2000 hectare. Cost is approx 2.5 million. Covers CCA of 5000 hectare. Both A and B or both B and C. So what will be the right answer here? What will be the right answer for this question? So the right answer for this question is both A and B. Okay. You have to tell me, see, whenever you are studying about this topic now, you should have idea that what is the CCA as well as what is the amount of money. Okay? You should have the idea ki what is the budget of that type of project. So basically we have three type of project, that is major, medium and minor. Clear? So for major project, for major irrigation project, the amount is more than 50 million rupees and the cultural command area is more than 10,000 hectare. Now what is this cultural command area? Basically it is the area that will be irrigated through this project. Okay, so the area where the irrigation is provided through this project, that is your cultural command area. Now for major it is 10,000, more than 10,000 hectare. For medium the amount is 2.5 to 50 million rupees and the area is 2000 to 10,000 hectare. Then for minor the rupees is amount is less than 2.5 million rupees while the area is 2000 hectares. Clear? Very good. Let's move on to the next question, that is, dash is the method of heating fruit with air saturated with water vapor humidified by injections of steam at temperature of 40 to 50 degrees Celsius. Now you have to tell me which of the following in which of the following method we are giving heating the fruit with the help of steam. So your options are given: hot water treatment, vapor heat treatment, parboiling, curing, or none of the above. So what will be the right answer for this question? So we have discussed this in the series, static series also. So yes, I can see right answer coming. Very good, Chetak. That is your vapor heat treatment. Okay. Very good, Shubham. So right answer is vapor heat treatment. So basically we have studied about different type of post-harvest technology with different types of post-harvest method. Okay, Ravi has given the answer. Brijesh, Amitesh, Anudeep, very good. So I can see that you people are preparing very well for the ARD static as well. Neha, very good. So yes, very good that you have prepared this and you people are giving continuously the correct answer. So that is a good thing to know. And now for this question, I would like to tell you that vapor heat treatment, we were discussing about the post harvest management. Okay, so for post harvest management we have to treat the our produce through different technology according to the requirement, according to the necessity, right? So one of the treatment is vapor heat treatment, where we are heating the fruit with the help of vapor. Okay, with the help of high heat stream we are treating the fruit. And why we are doing so? So that all the eggs or the larvae of the insect that is on the fruit can be killed, because we have to protect this fruit, right? We have to protect this produce, hot agricultural produce. So for protecting them from insect eggs and larvae, we have to kill that insect egg and larvae, and we are killing that through by vapor heat treatment. Clear? It is specifically for insect control. Now I hope this is clear to you. Moving to the next question with that, which of the following can be used in reducing astringency? Okay, so this is also a post-harvest management where we are reducing the astringency. Astringency is a type of flavor that is present in some type of fruit, and we have to reduce it because it causes some sensation in our mouth, right? So which of the following help in reducing astringency? Your options are treatment with ethylene, treatment with high level of CO2, wax coating, irradiation, both A and B. So what will be the right answer for this question? Sautric, no, treatment with ethylene will be not the right answer. Ethylene is basically used as a ripening agent. Okay, so it enhances the ripening process. Okay, yes, I can see people have given the right answer. So right answer will be treatment with high level of CO2. Basically astringency, here we are in particular talking about astringency effect that is present in some kind of agriculture produce, okay, and we are reducing it with the treatment of high level of CO2. So basically what is it, astringency? It is a dry puckering mouth feel caused by tannins, okay. Sometimes tannins are present in the fruits, like your red grapes, your black thorns, your persimmon, banana. Sometimes you have felt that when you eat the unripe banana, you can feel that astringency effect, right? So this can be reduced by the high level treatment of CO2 and by spraying alcohol. Okay, this can reduce the astringency effect. Now moving on to the next question, which is which of the following belong to non-fish fisheries? Okay, fisheries is also an important chapter, so you should have the idea, basic classification of fisheries. You should have idea about that. And here the question is asking that which of the following belong to non-fin fisheries? Your fisheries is divided into fin fisheries and non-fin fisheries. Your options are prawn, crab, oyster, lobster, all of the above. So what will be the right answer here? Yes, very good, Pratiksha. The right answer is option E, that is all of the above. So as we have discussed this in the ARD static series also, that if your fisheries are divided into fin fishery and non-fin fisheries, okay. Fin fisheries are true fishes, okay, as the name suggests, fins. So what are fins? Basically, for example, this is your fish, okay, and they have some fins. So basically these are fins. So your true fishes have these fins, okay, and the fisheries and the organism and the aquatic animals which do not have this fins in them, they are under your non-fin fisheries, like your prawn, crab, lobster, oyster, sea cucumber, frog, etc. Seaweeds, these are under your non-fin fisheries. Clear? Chalo. Moving on to the next question. Social forestry is the practice of forestry on lands outside the conventional forest area for the benefit of rural and urban communities. The term social forestry was first coined by. You have to tell me who have given the term social forestry. Who have coined the term for social forestry? So your options are National Commission on Agriculture, Aristotle, Gifford Pinchot, J.C. Westoby, or Dietrich Brandreth. Okay, who have given this social fisheries term? So, if you know the right answer, please let me know. Yes, very good. Everyone is giving the right answer. That is J.C. Westoby, which is the person who have given the term social forestry. So basically, social forestry is forestry that is practiced on forestry land outside the conventional forest for the benefit of rural and urban community, and the term was given by J.C. Westoby. So basically, it was the first recognized as an important component of forestry by your National Commission on Agriculture. So this was about this question. Now let's move on to the next question, which is which of the following is a practice of forestry? See, forestry is also important chapter. You have to read this chapter thoroughly. Okay, so now you have to tell me that which of the following practice of forestry with the objective of raising avenue, flowering tree and shrubs mainly to serve as recreation forest for the urban and rural population. So your options are given: recreation forestry, community woodloft, agroforestry, rehabilitation of degraded forest, silviculture. So what will be the right answer here? So you can see the hint is given in the question itself. Yes, the right answer is recreation forestry. Clear? So here we are, mainly the purpose is recreation or for the aesthetic purpose. So it is also known as aesthetic forestry. So yes, the right answer will be recreation forestry. So here the objective is for the recreation of people, okay, for the recreation of urban or rural population. And this is also known as aesthetic forestry. Good. Very good. Every one of you are giving the right answer. So next question is, which of the following is the type of education that is stretched out into the village and fields beyond the limit of school and college? So we have discussed about this, and your options are given: formal education, informal education, extension education, non-formal education, or all of the above. So you have to read the statement. Okay, people are giving option A as a right answer. I would like them to reconsider their answer, because you have to read the statement first. Okay, it is written type of education that is stretched out into the village and fields. Okay, yes, please carefully read the question before jumping into the answer. So I can see the right answer is coming. That is your extension education. Okay. So sorry for the options. Now you people might be confused that it can be informal and extension education is a type of informal. So the right answer here will be both. These can be B and C. Okay. So these both can be the right answer. So those who have given B and C as a right answer, they are correct, because informal education is a type of education which is done in the village and fields, while your extension education is a type of informal education. So these both will be the right answer. Okay, very good. So yes, the right answer here, though both can be the right answer. Okay, informal as well as extension education. So basically, formal education are those education which are done in the school or in higher education institutes, right? The schooling that we have done, the education which we have got in the schools, that is your formal education. And non-formal education is the education that we are getting in the sports activity or skills development, where we are learning any skill, like you are learning how to drive. So that is under your non-formal education. While informal education is the education where we are taking the technology or education from the institute to the farmers, to the fields, or to the local people. Okay. So extension education is a type of informal education. Now I hope there is no confusion regarding this. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. But before that, extension, the word extension is derived from Latin word tension, which means stretching. X means stretching out. Okay. X means tensio means stretching, and X means out. So basically we have to stretch out. We have to take out the education from educational buildings to the farmers, to the fields, or to the people of the country. Okay. Moving on to the next question, which of the following goat breed usually give birth to 2 kids in one pasturation? So now again, the question from animal husbandry, which is very important because it is about the characteristic feature of one of the breed of goat. So your options are given: Jamnapari, Barbary, Black Bengal, Lohi, all of the above. So what will be the right answer here? Because see, you have to again. I have to tell you again. I'm telling you that characteristic features are very important. Question might come from here, and I can see the right answers also coming. So Pratiksha, A will be not the right answer. Please reconsider once. Please read the statements again and reconsider once. So the right answer will be Barbary. Okay. So Barbary is a goat. Is a breed of goat which generally give birth to 2 kids, or that is twins. So let us discuss about all these breed one by one. So first is Barbary. So the origin is from Somalia, and India it is in UP. Okay, it is also known as city goat. Very important question might come like this, that which of the following is known as city goat? So that is Barbary, and the peculiar feature is that in one pasturation is generally give birth to 2 kids, that is twins. Then we have next, that is Jamnapari. Origin is Uttar Pradesh. Okay, your characteristic feature of Jamnapari. Okay, Pratiksha. So characteristic feature of Jamnapari is that it is pendulated. It had pendulated, curved, long ears and Roman nose. Clear? So this is for Jamnapari. While for Barbary, you have to remember it gives 2 twins. Okay, and it has a parrot mouth appearance and thick, long hairs. On legs. So basically here major characteristic of Jamnapari is long hairs on hind leg. Okay, so this is the characteristic of Jamnapari. Then we have Black Bengal. Origin is Western Bengal, and it is excellent for meat. Your Black Bengal is excellent. This is also important. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि Black Bengal is excellent for meat purpose. Then Lohi, origin is Pakistan, and it is the largest sheep. Largest sheep is Lohi. So these 4 breeds are very important. Okay, so you can take the screenshot of this slide because these are very important. Okay, moving on to the next question, which is which of the following is our example of C4 plant? Okay, now we have come to the question where I was discussing that you have to have idea about the different C3, C4 and CAM plants and their examples. So here options are given: sugarcane, maize, sorghum, millets, all of the above. So what will be the right answer for this question? So as I was discussing that we have C3, C4 and CAM plants. Okay, so basically when the first product is 3 carbon substrate, then we call them C3 plant, and when the first product is 4 carbon substrate, that is C4, and CAM are Casularian mechanism they are following. Okay, so this is followed in cactus. The example here is cactus. So here options, I can see the right answers coming. Sujit, see, sugarcane is a C4 plant, but you have to learn about the other examples also, right? So the answer will be all of the above, because your sugarcane, maize, I have told you in previously also that your maize is also C4 plant, then your sorghum and your millet. These are all your C4 plants, okay? Then your 8% of plant species are of C4 nature, okay, and they are more efficient than C3 because there is no process of photorespiration, okay. Yes, so there is no process of photorespiration in C3 plants, and that is why, sorry, in C4 plant, that is why they are more efficient than C3. Examples are given, and E3, C4, CAM, these are the three different processes that plant use to fix carbon dioxide. Basically, through these processes, plant is fixing carbon dioxide during photosynthesis. Okay, we have the leaf of crop plant, and this CO2 is fixed in this through these mechanism, that is C3, C4, and CAM. Okay, very good. Moving on to the next question, which is nipping is a special cultivation practice in chickpea in which plucking the apical bud of the crop is done after about dash days of sowing. Now your options are 20 to 25 days, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, or 10 to 20. So what will be the right answer here? So nipping is a process which is done in crops, and in chickpea it is also done, and you have to tell me that when it is done, okay? How many days after how many days it is done? So I can see the right answer coming. Yes, that is option number C, which is, sorry, option number B, which is 30 to 40 days. The right answer will be option number B, not option C. I can see you people are giving the right answer as a option number C, which is 40 to 50. So basically, nipping in, you have to see that it in chickpea. Sorry. Oh, yes. So students' right answer will be 30 to 40 days. Basically, it is a cultivation practice of plucking apical bud, which is being done after 30 to 40 days. Okay, 30 to 40 days after sowing. So basically, nipping stops the apical growth and promote the lateral branching. So for example, we have this crop. Okay, this is, for example, this is a crop, and this is the apical bud. Okay. Now what we will do? We will pluck this apical bud. We will cut this apical bud in nipping. Okay, so why we are doing so? So that when we are cutting this apical bud, so basically this is for apical growth. This is for the apical growth of the plant. When we stop the apical growth of plant, we enhance the lateral growth of plant, so there will be more branching and more fruiting. So that is why we have to reduce the apical growth. So that is why this nipping is done, and it is done in chickpea, and when it is done in 30 to 40 days after sowing. Clear? So moving on to the next question, which is according to the classification of crop based on life cycle, which of the following is biennial crop? Okay, very good question. See, you have to know about the classification of crop based on their life cycle, like what is annual. Yes, what is annual crops, what is biennial crops, or what is perennial crops, right? And you have to have the example, you have to learn the example of these type of crops. So here the question is giving that you have to tell me that which of the following is biennial. Your options are given: lima bean, carrot, artichoke, your cabbage, both B and D. So what will be the right answer? Yes, I can see right answers coming. Yes, that is option number E, both B and D, that is carrot and cabbage. Okay, these are biennial crops. So annual crops, we have example like your broad bean, lima bean, Indian spinach, then your Chinese cabbage. These are example of your annual crops. Biennial, we have cabbage, cauliflower, turnip, carrot. And in your perennial, we have artichoke, chicory, asparagus, chow chow, coconia. These are the example of perennial crops. Okay. So Ravi Shankar, yes, cabbage is also a biennial crop, because here the vegetative cycle is completed in first cycle, and then first season, first year, and then for flowering we have to keep the crop for at least 2 years. Okay, so basically it completes its life cycle in 2 growing years. So that is why growing season, that is why it is known as biennial crop. So moving on to the next question, which of the following is a system of training grape vines? Now we know that grapes are produced in vines. They are a wine crops, right? So they have a system of training. Now you have to tell me that which of the following, yes, for which of the following which of the following system you are using in grape vines? Now your options are given: head system, Niffin system, telephonic system, 1, 2 and 3 all, या फिर only 1 and 2. What will be the right answer here? This is also very important because it can be asked in your exam, because this is a a special practices that is being followed in grape wines. Yes, everyone is giving the right answer. That is 1, 2 and 3. So these three systems are followed in grapes. Basically in head system, what we are doing, we are providing support to the crop vines. Like we are these are the supports that are being constructed in the field, and these vines are given support through these constructions, which can be wooden or metal, right? Then in Neffen system, what is happening, we have a grape vine. Okay, these are two support given. We have a grape vine, and then we are promoting two lateral growths like this. Okay, as you can see here, we are promoting two branches like this. We have two wires, and then in these wires we are supporting these vines. And in telephonic system, what is happening, we have this kind of system, and these vines are supported like this. Okay, then we have next, and these are supported like this. So like a telephone connection. Okay, all these are connected. So like this, when this type of training system is known as telephonic system. Clear? Now I hope this is clear to you. Moving on to the next question, which is Trichoderma harzianum inhibits the growth of Rhizoctonia species, is the example of which of the following interaction? So we have studied about the interactions also, right? So there we have studied about the positive as well as negative interaction. So now you have to tell me that Trichoderma inhibit harzianum. Okay, this is a biocontrol agent which is inhibiting the growth of Rhizoctonia. Rhizoctonia is a pathogen which is causing disease in various plants. Okay, so Rhizoctonia is a fungus which is causing disease in the many crop plants. So for that we are using Trichoderma harzianum, which is a bioagent. So which type of interaction is this? You have to tell me whether it is protocooperation, competition, commensalism, parasitism, or antibiosis. So what will be the right answer for this question? Okay, you are giving option number D, parasitism, as an answer. So I'll again ask you to please reconsider, because we have studied about different type of negative interaction. Where there was competition, there was a parasitism, there was a antibiosis also. So what will be the right answer for this question? So students, here the right answer will be antibiosis. Because what is antibiosis? Basically here what is happening, it is a phenomenon of production of antibiotics, that is your antibiosis, and in here some organic substance is being released by one organism that is inhibiting the growth of other organisms. So basically, Sujit, Trichoderma harzianum is a fungus. Okay, that is egg parasitoid which you are talking about, that is trichogramma. That is a different thing. Here we are talking about harzianum, that is your fungus. Okay, so basically this fungus, Trichoderma harzianum, this fungus releases some chemicals. Okay, this releases some chemical which inhibit the growth of Rhizoctonia. So the answer will be antibiosis. Clear? Okay, so I think now this is clear to you. You should have the idea about this type of interaction, that is antibiosis. Okay, and the example was this thing. In parasitism, one is living on the other host as a parasite. Okay, it is not killing it, so it is living there as a parasite. That is your parasitism. Clear? That is also a negative interaction. In competition, they are fighting for the resources. And protocooperation, commensalism, these are the positive interaction. Okay, so okay, so that was all from my side, students. Now Ekta ma'am will take over from here. So if you have any queries for me, you can let me know. If you want to ask anything from my side or from me, or any query regarding any question which we have discussed so far, you can just let me know. And also, if you have calculated that how much you have got, how much score you have got, you can just let me know also. You can let me that know also. You're welcome, Chetak. So any one of you, if have any query, otherwise I'll ask Ekta ma'am to take from there. Very good, Kunal. You have scored 30. You need to work more, but still it's a decent score. You're welcome, Shubham. So okay, now let me, if you people have no query, let me just ask Ekta ma'am to come. Okay, so you can have a 2-minute break.
Okay, I'm going ahead with this. I'm just starting the session, right? So, question number 51, please do let me know which of the following is not an example of commercial crop. Your option are sugarcane, cotton, tobacco, all of the above, none of the above. So, just let me know the option. See here, I'll wait till you guys explain. I'll just explain what is the commercial crop. Dekho, commercial, whenever we are talking about money, right? And see, anybody do anything, just we know ki businesses are there to earn money. Farmers are doing farming to earn money. Right. So here in commercial crop, the basically the purpose of growing any crop will be to sell it and get the money out of it. So here you can clearly see sugarcane is some crop. Let's say you can enjoy 1 or 2 canes of sugar, but it will not be like 1 ton. If somebody grow it for you, you cannot eat it. Cotton is something you're not going to eat at all. Tobacco is something, yes, some people have bad habit, they can, but it cannot be taken as a diet, right? So any of these crop is not a, I would say, a crop that is edible, purely edible, right? So, which will be the answer? Most of you are answering option E. That is absolutely correct. Answer E. None of the above will be the correct answer. Moving to the next question. Here you can see here 75%. And 75% is not strictly ki, okay, 75% if NABARD has written 60, so I'll not answer this. Your focus should be it is for trade or selling. You can see word selling here also, or to generate money. Anything in that reference if you see, and not for home consumption, then you can answer this, right? Yes, it can be perennial also. Now, the first Krishi Vigyan Kendra was established at which of the following place? Maharashtra, Haryana, Punjab, Puducherry or Uttarakhand? So we all know last year also from KVK we have seen the question where basically purpose or objective of KVK was given and it was asked which of the following is for that, right? So that is why KVK, see देखो KVK was opened like way back. I'm not giving you exact date because we'll come to know that. So it was opened way back, but right now they are working, they're operational, their number is kept on increasing every year. That is why they are very relevant still for your NABARD examination. Okay, 74, everybody is saying very good. So it was 1974 also, and option D is absolutely correct answer. That will be Puducherry. Right, now here you can see Pondicherry or now Puducherry was the place where KVK was started, and it was also called as Farm Science Center. Please note down this point also. It should not be like ki answer should have been KVK, but KVK is not in the option. Farm Sciences Center will be given there. So this is something that you should note it down. I'm not going to read line by line because this is something that you need to understand or read. It is not something that requires some kind of science. Now this question, which of the following day is celebrated as World Pulses Day? Now I would request all of you to either answer it or either write ki okay, I don't know the answer. Right? I'll tell you the importance of that also. Yes, yes, very good, Sujit. So everybody is telling me about the KVK's purpose, so that is good. So for 53rd question, it is very important. Just let me know either you know the answer to answer it. Otherwise, just write ki I don't know the answer. IDK likh do bas. Right? All right. Varieties of answer I'm getting. Okay, so most of you are going with A, some are going with A. I don't know. All right. See, देखो, NABARD में always there will be some question that you will not be able to answer, right? It will not be a big deal. See here, we are giving you 100 questions. So of course there will be 2-3 questions that you don't know the answer of, but you should have a correct call ki where to answer and where not to answer. So this was my purpose. If you don't know, you shouldn't have answered it. Otherwise, the correct answer would have been Feb 10. Right, so this is something that I want you to note down. Now, next question. Lac insect belongs to the family dash. These are your option. Now, why this question is here? See, NABARD में mushroom से related question has been asked. Right. NABARD में हनी बी से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन हैज बीन आस्क्ड. ऐसे ही NABARD में सिल्क वॉर्म से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन हैज बीन आस्क्ड. So these are something that can vaguely come under the allied sciences, because we are doing diversifying the agriculture in some sense, right? Or it can be under the rural development also. So that is why you should know that lac is also an industry popular in the rural areas of India, right? What is lac? That is basically a natural resin out of which, you know, we get bangles, we get various, I would say various type of ornaments, right? So, or inki durability is also good. So these are again in India right now, they are again getting popular. So that is why you should at least have some basic information. I'm not going to say, okay, go deep into that, read everything about lac insect, read about their family, their culture. I'm not saying that. But yes, something very basic, because it is related to your rural development, you should know. So I'm seeing the answer option number D, carried A, and that is absolutely correct. Option D will be the correct answer, right? So those of you who have written it like option D, very good. Those of you don't, please note it down. It will be carried A. And the other families that are given here in some ways are important. So I would request you search that. What are these? Now talking about the lac insect. So here you can see lac insect, a scientific name that you will have to remember. Lac family also you will have to remember, and that is easy. You just have to remember Kerria. If you can remember Kerai, it will be very easy for you to, because we are talking about lac insect. So laka also you can guess from there, right? So you can guess it there. One more thing that you will have to remember, definition to okay, well and good. See here we have tell you the host plant, which is the most popular host plant, so you should know it is acacia. All right, and this is something, these are the insect, basically they'll chew it out, then they will release the resin. What we'll do, we'll just collect the resin out of them, right? Now your next question is, which of the following statement is true? Organic matter releases nutrient in plant available form upon decomposition. The end product of decomposition is humus, a black rumbly material resistant to further decomposition. Most soil organic matter originate from plant tissue. Very good. So just let me know the answer of this. All right, option E I'm getting as the answer. Option D also I'm getting as the answer. All right, option D and E I'm getting as the answer. All right, so okay, so the correct answer will be again option E. Dekho, understand the statement that what they are saying. Organic matter releases nutrient in plant available form upon decomposition. Let's say you are using gobar, or I will say cattle dung. Okay, you are using this. Now you put it in the plant. Will plant directly absorb it? No, it will not. What will happen? This dung will get decomposed, right? After that, plant will take it. So this is something that you need to, if the understanding would, if the decomposition would not have been there, the answer would not have been this, A statement would have been wrong. But yes, it is there. That is why we'll say, ki, okay, this is important. Then the end product of decomposition is humus, a black rumbly material. Now people get confused ki, okay, resistant to further decomposition, is it final product? No. Dekho, the earlier the cow dung that I'm talking about, the material that you're putting in as a manure, that get usually very easily and very fast it get decomposed. If I talk about humus, it is relatively very stable. That is why it is, we say ki, okay, it is resistant to. I'm not saying ki it is completely resistant, but it is somehow relatively resistant, right? So this point you need to also understand. Then most soil organic matter originate from plant tissue. Yes, this is something that you need to remember. I'll tell you simple logic behind this. Dekho, if I talk about plant and animal, in terms of biomass, plant are more in the earth. और ये होना भी चाहिए. Why? Because animal eat plant. अगर प्लांट एनिमल से कम हो गए देन द पॉपुलेशन विल नॉट बी सस्टेन्ड, राइट. सो इस लॉजिक को लगा के रिमेंबर, इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द सॉइल ऑल्सो, अर्थवॉर्म कभी ज्यादा नहीं होंगे. अर्थवॉर्म जो खाते हैं डिकम्पोज मटीरियल वो ज्यादा होगा, right. So this is something you need to understand. Then question number 56, dash is breaking hard pan without inversion and with less disturbance of topsoil after cultivation tillage, secondary cultivation tillage, deep tillage, subsoiling, year round tillage. So Shamli ma'am have already explained you what tillage is. I hope you have you remember that. Tillage क्या है, देखो कुछ नहीं, you are making the soil bed that is there. You are making it ready for your actual sowing. उसके लिए you will have to disturb the topsoil, so that is you are doing tillage. Now when इनकी ना terminology that is written here, read it very carefully. When we are talking about after cultivation tillage, मतलब cultivation has been done. After that you are doing tillage for some other purpose. Let's say कि you have already sown the seed. अब उसमें बहुत सारे क्या हो गए हैं, weeds आ गए हैं. So for that you are doing the tillage. So that will be after cultivation tillage. Most of you are going with the option D. That is absolutely correct. Subsoiling will be the answer. Now when we talk about secondary tillage, secondary means second, right? After primary secondary चीज होती है. So after you are done the primary tillage, जिसमें आपने बड़े crumble जो है, let's say this was completely your land, यहाँ पे बड़े बड़े crumble बने हुए, you break it down to somewhat soft crumbles, like you break it down to that. तो ये हो जाता है आपका primary tillage. After that you crumble it down to fine particles, that will be your secondary tillage. Then deep tillage, ये just subsoiling का उल्टा है. Deep tillage मतलब आप काफी ज्यादा डेप्थ तक सॉइल में टिलेज कर रहे हो. Year round tillage, year round, कोई चीज पूरे साल होना, that means it is going on whole year. Now why can somebody just tell me कि why year round tillage we are talking about? क्यों टिलेज हम पूरे साल कर रहे हैं, right? Can somebody just tell me that? Otherwise I'll tell you. देखो year round tillage क्या हो रहा है, sometime you, of course जब आप crop grow कर रहे हैं you will do the tillage, right? Primary tillage you will do, secondary tillage you will do, of course you will do things like that. But अब क्या होता है, especially in the dry land area if I talk about, यहाँ पे इट इज नॉट लाइक कि बारिश आज हो रही है तो आपकी बारिश आफ्टर सोइंग भी होगी. सो व्हाट यू डू टू प्रिपेयर योर फील्ड बेटर, यू आने वाले हार्वेस्टिंग को यू नो कि ओके द रेन इज अबाउट टू कम, यू विल प्रिपेयर योर फील्ड अकॉर्डिंगली, ताकि व्हेन द सॉइल विल गेट इनवर्स ना, तो इट विल हैव बेटर वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी, सो इट विल कैच द मॉइस्चर, राइट. सो उसके लिए वी डू दैट. देन आफ्टर क्या होता है, आफ्टर वी हैव डन द कल्टीवेशन, उसके बाद हमारे फील्ड में क्या रहते हैं, बहुत सारे वीड्स और जो हमारे पुराने वाले रोग प्लांट है, दैट रिमेन की जो हमारी पिछली प्लांटिंग है उसके वी हैव सम काइंड ऑफ सीड, सम काइंड ऑफ अदर पार्ट दैट कैन ग्रो अगेन, तो उनको भी हमने रिमूव करना है. सो वी विल डू टिलेज फॉर दैट ऑल्सो. सो उसमें पूरा साल लग जाता है. सो ईयर राउंड टिलेज इज समथिंग दैट इज गोइंग ऑन फॉर होल ईयर, राइट. सो आई होप यहाँ पे अंडरस्टैंडिंग मिल गई होगी आपको, right? Now which term refers to growing a fresh crop from stubbles or suckers of the plant crop without replanting? I think this is easiest one. ये easy to easy question है, इसमें किसी को गलत नहीं करना. I'll just explain one by one. I hope तब तक आपके आंसर आ जाने चाहिए. What will be the correct answer? So first of all, when we are talking about intercropping, so those of you who struggle कि इसको कैसे याद रखें, देखो इंटर होता है किसी के बीच में, तो इंटर क्रॉपिंग मतलब क्रॉपिंग के बीच में क्रॉप, ठीक है. तो ऐसे याद रखो कि इसमें क्या हो रहा है, इन वन फील्ड वी आर ग्रोइंग डिफरेंट क्रॉप्स. देन सीक्वेंशियल क्रॉपिंग, सीक्वेंशियल मतलब सीक्वेंस में आना, 1 उसके बाद 2 उसके बाद 3, दैट विल बी सीक्वेंशियल क्रॉपिंग. नाउ आई विल टॉक अबाउट क्रॉप रोटेशन. क्रॉप रोटेशन वेरी गुड. सो क्रॉप रोटेशन क्या होती है, यू आर रोटेटिंग क्रॉप, कि पहले क्रॉप 1 लगाओगे, फिर क्रॉप 2 लगाओगे, फिर क्रॉप 3 लगाओगे, फिर क्रॉप 4 लगाओगे, फिर 1 किया तो वापस 1 पे जाओगे. सो दैट इज क्रॉप रोटेशन. यू हैव चार्टेड आउट कि मैं कौन कौन सी क्रॉप अगले 2 साल लगाऊंगा. Okay, so most of you are saying ratoon cropping. That is absolutely correct, and ratoon cropping is also a type of sequential cropping. You have written it is done in the sugarcane. Yes, it is most popular in the sugarcane. एक और चीज मुझे बताओ, how many times we can do ratoon? ये इतना easy नहीं होता. Let's say कि I don't have much money, so I just buy one time sugarcane. Then I'll just keep doing ratoon cropping. So why we are not doing this? ऐसे तो sugarcane बहुत easy हो जाना चाहिए. You know, even in the urban areas, people should have done it. तो why it is not happening? Do let me know that. Monocropping देखो क्या हो रहा है, एक टाइम पे you are growing one crop at in a field. Now many people get confused in the monocropping, monoculture, sole cropping. देखो एवरीवेयर द डेफिनेशन डिफर्स, सो इसमें आप कंफ्यूज मत हो. जस्ट याद रखो व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट मोनोकल्चर और मोनोक्रॉपिंग, इट विल बी ग्रोइंग वन क्रॉप इन द फील्ड एट दैट टाइम. ठीक है, वन क्रॉप वन फील्ड एट दैट टाइम. इसमें कंफ्यूज मत होना. यस, सो रविशंकर हैव टोल्ड मी कि रटून क्रॉपिंग हमें 2 बार करनी चाहिए, 2 से 3 बार मैक्सिमम करनी चाहिए, राइट? 2 से 3 मैक्सिमम है, इससे ज़्यादा नहीं करनी. सिंपल रीजन बीइंग कि हर बार जो क्वालिटी है दैट केप्ट गेटिंग डिटीरियोरेटेड. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि रटून क्रॉपिंग में यू हैव टेकन द बेस्ट क्वालिटी ऑफ क्रॉप एंड देन इट विल गो फॉर जनरेशन. इट विल नॉट बी लाइक दैट. तो इसीलिए रटून क्रॉपिंग की लिमिटेशंस यही है. एज यू कैन सी इसके बाकी नाम क्या क्या होते हैं. इट इज डबल क्रॉपिंग, रीहार्वेस्टिंग एंड सेकेंड क्रॉप ऑल्सो. Right? Then which of the following is matched incorrectly? American, Plymouth, Rhode Island, Asiatic, Brahma, Cochin, Langsang, English, Cornish, Dorking, Mediterranean, Leghorn or Anaconda. So just let me know what will be the correct answer, which one is incorrect or all are correct and the answer will be option E. Which will be the answer? देखो इसमें मैं सिंपल बता देती हूँ. देखो we all are from Asia, so you should remember that. ब्रह्मा देखो हमारे यहीं का नाम लग रहा है. कोचिन हमें पता है हमारे यहीं का नाम है. लांगसांग चाइनीज का नाम लग रहा है. सो एशियाटिक ये चारों ही सही हैं, ये चारों होते हैं, इतना तो याद रख लो. रोड आइलैंड कहाँ पे है? अमेरिका में है, तो ये तो सही होगा ही, राइट? सो मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर गोइंग विद ऑप्शन ई, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. दोज ऑफ यू हु डोंट न्यू की आंसर क्या होगा इसको अच्छे से याद रख लो. एशिया का मैंने बता दिया है, अमेरिका का, रोड आइलैंड वगैरह का मैंने बता दिया है. इजीली ऐसे आपने याद रखना है. ऑल राइट, नाउ कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज ट्रू रिगार्डिंग कन्वेंशनल एग्रीकल्चर? It includes use of synthetic chemical fertilizer, pesticide, herbicide. It also includes use of GMOs, genetically modified organism. Heavy irrigation, intensive tillage, concentrated monoculture production are allowed in this. So usually we talk about organic farming, we talk about sustainable agriculture, we talk about even climate resilient agriculture. These are all important. But ये किसके comparison में है? जो यूजुअल फार्मर इंडिया में कर रहे हैं, दैट इज दी कन्वेंशनल एग्रीकल्चर. सो इफ यू डोंट हैव क्लैरिटी राइट हियर, यू कैन नॉट बी क्लियर राइट हियर, राइट? सो कन्वेंशनल फार्मिंग क्या है? जो हम अभी किसी भी किसान के पास चले जाओ, वट एवर ही इज डूइंग, वट एवर ऑपरेशन ही इज डूइंग, दैट आर बेसिकली कन्वेंशनल एग्रीकल्चर. अब उसी की वेरिएशन आ जाती है नॉन कन्वेंशनल एग्रीकल्चर में, ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग, आपकी सस्टेनेबल एग्रीकल्चर, दीज काइंड ऑफ थिंग. मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर गोइंग विद ऑप्शन ई, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. ठीक है, कन्वेंशनल फार्मिंग को लेके ऑल द पॉइंट्स दैट आर रिटन हियर आर करेक्ट. तो ये आपके दिमाग में बैठा लो. दोज ऑफ यू हु डोंट नो, जिनको अच्छे से पता है, वेरी गुड, कीप प्रैक्टिसिंग लाइक दैट, राइट? नाउ विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग in which of the following the education test conducted by farmer under the direct supervision of extension worker is done to prove the advantage of recommended method? So I have told you कि extension से related, economy से related you will not get much question, right? क्योंकि इनकी question आते ही कम है. But yes, some question of course will be there. So this is also like that. So will it be farm and home visit? Will it be result demonstration? Will it be method demonstration? A and B above, or all of the above, or A and B? देखो इसमें ना, go for the terms always. Whenever you, first thing whenever you are reading any definition is am I able to deduct the definition or get the definition just from the name itself? So here we can see farm and home visit. That means visiting the farm at his, visiting the farmer at his farm or at his home. So it cannot be like that. यहाँ तो visit चल रहा है, right? Then क्या है, आपने आंसर भी दे दिया, result demonstration. Result means you are showing the result. तो यही तो पूछा हुआ है कि टू प्रूव क्या करना है. देखो यहाँ पे देखो, टेस्ट कंडक्टेड बाय फार्मर, और उसी को यूज करते हैं एज अ प्रूफ. तो आपका क्या हो जाएगा ये रिजल्ट डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन. मेथड डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन क्या होता है? जब व्हेन वी आर शोइंग द एक्चुअल मेथड कि कैसे करना है, द प्रोसेस वी आर शोइंग कि ओके व्हाट इज फुल मिल्किंग, हाउ नकल मिल्किंग इज डन, वो आपको करके दिखा रहे हो, दैट इज द मेथड डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन. रिजल्ट इज पहले आपने करने दिया, यू हैव सेट अप अ ट्रायल एट सम फार्मर, यू हैव गिवन हिम सम इंसेंटिव कि भाई ले 500 रुपये ले ले एंड यूज दिस सीड दिस ईयर. So he, in let's say 0.1 acre, he'll use that seed. After that, he will see कि okay, good amount of crop has been given. So he will tell others to. Then farmer, supervisor will come and he will say कि आओ देखो, in his 0.1 acre he have gotten this much crop. So you can also do it in your 1 hectare. Then other will be motivated, right? So that is why this will be result demonstration. So I hope तीनों में अब आपको दोबारा पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. It will be very clear to you. Now coming to which of the following is not correctly matched. Lancing ओपीएम के साथ, टॉपिंग कॉटन के साथ, डीहॉल्मिंग पोटैटो के साथ, पैराबॉइलिंग व्हीट के साथ, और नन ऑफ द अबव. सो धीरे धीरे मैं प्रोसेसेस आपको समझा देती हूँ. यू जस्ट गिव मी द आंसर. सो व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द लैंसिंग, सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, दिस इज योर क्रॉप, यू आर पुटिंग सम काइंड ऑफ कट्स हियर. अब इन कट से क्या होगा, द रेजिडेंट लिक्विड विल कम आउट एंड दैट यू विल कलेक्ट. दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली द थिंग दैट यू वर रिक्वायरिंग. सो दिस इज लैंसिंग. देन टॉपिंग. टॉपिंग क्या होता है, व्हेन यू आर रिमूविंग द टॉप्स, आई वुड से कि एपिकल ग्रोथ दैट इज देयर, दैट यू आर रिमूविंग ऑफ द बड्स, राइट. सो दैट विल बी टॉपिंग. अब डीहॉल्मिंग क्या होता है, डीहॉल्मिंग में यू आर रिमूविंग द वेजिटेटिव पार्ट, राइट. पैराबॉइलिंग में देखो नाम में बॉइलिंग है, सो यू आर डूइंग बॉइलिंग, but parboiling में you are doing boiling, that means sinking in water and boiling the liquid. I'll tell you कि होता क्या है, but पहले मुझे आंसर चाहिए. that is option D, that is absolutely correct. and चेतक है further tell कि paraboliling राइस में होती है, जो कि बिल्कुल सही है. अब ये क्यों होती है, देखो राइस में यूजुअली जो प्रोसेस हमारी बहुत फेमस है, दैट इज पॉलिशिंग और वी कैन से मिलिंग. ये पॉपुलर. तो इनमें क्या करते हैं, वी कंप्लीटली रिमूव द होल पार्ट. उसमें क्या होता है, जो हमारा बी न्यूट्रिएंट, बी विटामिन होती है, दैट इज ऑल्सो गेटिंग रिमूव. तो इससे क्या होता है, बेरी बेरी होता है, राइट. सो जो ज्यादा पॉलिश्ड व्हीट खाते हैं, सॉरी राइस खाते हैं, उनमें बेरी बेरी की इश्यूज होते हैं, राइट. तो इसी को काउंटर करने के लिए वी हैव कम अप विद द पार बॉइलिंग मेथड. तो ये इनकरेक्ट है. पार बॉइलिंग कहाँ पे होती है, ये होती है हमारी राइस में. ऑल राइट. ये ब्रेकिंग के लिए भी है एंड ऑल्सो फॉर विटामिन बी. ऑल राइट, वो थोड़ा सा उसको भी इम्प्रूव कर देती है. तो आई होप यहाँ से देखो ये होती है लैंसिंग. इट्स वेरी गुड डायग्राम. सो हियर यू कैन क्लियरली अंडरस्टैंड. डीहॉल्मिंग आई थिंक आई हैव ये थोड़ा सा दब गया है, बट डीहॉल्मिंग में व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, वेजिटेटिव पार्ट दैट आर देयर, जो ऊपर होते हैं, सॉइल से ऊपर होते हैं, दैट पार्ट वी आर रिमूविंग, राइट. देन टॉपिंग में क्या कर रहे हैं, जो शूट टिप हो रहे हैं, जो टॉप हमारी एपिकल ग्रोथ है कॉटन की, वो रिमूव कर रहे हैं. सो आई होप यहाँ पे किसी में कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं है. दिस चैप्टर इज फ्रॉम एग्रीकल्चर प्रैक्टिसेस. आई थिंक this is chapter, I think it is second last chapter or so, right. So beneficial insect and the method that is there na, agriculture practices. So usme se this question is there. Mycorrhizal fungi and plants show which of the following type of interaction: mutualism, commensalism, parasitism, competition, or none of the above. तो ये के लिए देखो, I have taken the time also, so you just answer this. All right. So option A, mutualism. Most of you are answering. Sujit, Pratiksha. All right. So आयुषी थोड़ा सा पीछे रह जा रहे हो, आगे को करो, पिछले के ही आंसर आ रहे हैं. ओके, डीहॉल्मिंग के एग्जाम्पल. अरे एग्जाम्पल में पोटैटो इज देयर. सी व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, डीहॉल्मिंग में दिस इज द प्लांट, हियर इन द ट्यूबर यू आर गेटिंग पोटैटो, राइट. तो इस पार्ट की यू आर नॉट रिक्वायरिंग, इसमें लीव का आप क्या करोगे, सो यू आर रिमूविंग दिस. So this is the deholming. So it is happening in any tuber crop. It can happen in yam also. So tuber is का example you can take. All right. So mutualism question mark मेरे से पूछ रहे हो, तो answer is mutualism. Now those of you who don't know what mutualism is, देखो अगर two population are interacting, that means they are talking, अगर हम human terms में बोले, or they are exchanging some kind of benefit or I would say कि disadvantage with each other, they are coming in contact with each other, that is interaction. Now this interaction can be positive कि okay, A is also getting benefited, B is also getting benefited, then I'll call it mutualism. Commensalism is one is getting benefited, दूसरे को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा, right. So that will be interaction will be commensalism. Then there will be predation. Predation means you are killing something, right. So to feed your population, so in that case plus प्लस माइनस होगा, वन इज गेटिंग बेनिफिटेड, अदर इज गेटिंग disadvantages. So that is predation. Then there will be parasitism, same as a predation. You are not killing it, but you are, yes, taking some nutrient out of it, or you are causing the harm to the other population. So that will be parasitism. Next will be competition. Both are getting harmed from each other, right? Now, which gas is abundantly released during the bio waste management? Carbon dioxide, nitrogen, oxygen, methane, neon. So highest percentage, I think it is around 50 to 55%, which gas is released. So do let me know that in this comment section. Is it carbon dioxide, nitrogen, oxygen, methane and neon? देखो neon तो होगा नहीं, because neon is very, what it is, noble gas. Noble gas के percentage कम ही होते हैं, right? सो ऑक्सीजन होगा नहीं, क्योंकि डीकम्पोजिशन में ऑक्सीजन हमारी रिमूव होती है, ना कि ऐड होती है, तो इट इज तो गेटिंग कंज्यूम्ड. तो हमारे पास ऑप्शन बचते हैं मिथेन, नाइट्रोजन एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. अब नाइट्रोजन भी नहीं होगा, क्योंकि नाइट्रोजन ऐसा इज नॉट अ बिग पार्ट ऑफ बायो वेस्ट में वी आर यूजिंग ऑर्गेनिक, राइट? सो ऑर्गेनिक में नाइट्रोजन इज नॉट एज बिग पार्ट. CHO जो होते हैं सबसे ज्यादा होता है ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स की व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. तो इसमें क्या बचता है आपका? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और मीथेन बचता है. द हाईएस्ट विल बी मीथेन, इसीलिए वी यूज इट एज बायोगैस ऑल्सो. तो इसको नोट डाउन कर लो, नॉट डबल एस, वन सिंगल एस, राइट? नाउ अमोनियम नाइट्रेट कंटेन डैश परसेंटेज ऑफ नाइट्रोजन. नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, व्हाट इज अमोनियम नाइट्रेट? हियर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द N फर्टिलाइजर. ठीक है, ये हमें देगा फर्टिलाइजर. So here 43, 35, 27, 16, 8 is your option. ये question same इसी language में आ रखा था यूरिया पे. So that is why this question has been included here. Just let me know the right answer. So option D, some are saying 8%. No, that will not be correct. So those of you who don't know, I'll tell you the answer. The answer will be 35%. अब ये याद नहीं है तो क्या करना है? करना नहीं है. Right? So I know that this is not something that you will have on your tips. If you have, well and good, you are practicing well. If not, no problem. इसको जब revise करोगे तब आपको याद आ जाना चाहिए, right? So here you can see this is ammonium nitrate. When we talk about, it's a ammonical and nitrate fertilizer. There are different kind of fertilizers, so it come under the category of a ammonical and nitrate fertilizer. इसमें क्या क्या फीचर होते हैं that you will have to know. इसके अलावा we also have calcium ammonium nitrate and we also have ammonium nitrate sulfate nitrate. तो दीज थिंग यू विल नो, राइट? अगर याद नहीं होता है कोई इशू नहीं है, अभी अंडरस्टैंडिंग पे ध्यान दो. और द पार्ट दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग वी टॉक अबाउट, सॉइल वाटर वी टॉक अबाउट, उन चीज़ों को याद करो. दिस कैन बी डन और डेल्ट विद लेटर व्हेन वी हैव डन एवरीथिंग दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर योर NABARD, right? When groundwater is in direct contact with the atmosphere through the open pore space of the overlaying soil or rock, then the aquifer is said to be dash. तो देखो इसमें क्लियरली यू शुड हैव आइडिया कि इट विल बी नॉट वाटर बजट, बिकॉज व्हाट इज बजट? व्हेन वी आर, बजट क्या होता है? व्हेन योर पेरेंट्स गिव यू मनी and how much you will waste out of it, or how much you will be able to save it, how much you will be able to consume it, that is the budget, right? यही हमारे कंट्री में भी होता है, सो भी होता है. तो वाटर बजट व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, दैट मीन्स हाउ मच वाटर यू आर गेटिंग, हाउ मच वाटर यू आर वेस्टिंग और हाउ मच वाटर यू आर यूटिलाइजिंग. दैट मीन्स टोटल रिक्वायरमेंट कितनी है. तो इट कैन नॉट बी द आंसर. सिमिलरली इफ यू आर कंफ्यूज अबाउट इरीगेशन, की इरीगेशन सुना तो बहुत है पर होता क्या है? तो इरीगेशन क्या होता है? देखो सिंपल है. इरीगेशन इज व्हेन यू आर आर्टिफिशियली प्रोवाइडिंग वाटर. नेचुरली अगर पानी आ रहा है तो उसको रेन बोलते हैं. आप प्रोवाइड कर रहे हो, वो खेत में पानी वैसे नहीं आ जाता, भगवान ने नहीं भेजा है, बट यू आर डूइंग सम काइंड ऑफ यू आर यूजिंग सम टेक्नोलॉजी, यू आर टेकिंग हेल्प ऑफ सम इंस्ट्रूमेंट दैट टू डिलीवर द वाटर, देन इट विल बी द आर्टिफिशियल water supply and that will be irrigation. It can be through micro irrigation में instrument use कर लो, या फिर you take the help of canal also. It is very good. The two option that can be the answer will be confined and unconfined. So those of you who are confused between this, simply know one thing. Confined means you are closing it up. Unconfined means it is open somewhere. So here we are saying groundwater is in direct contact with atmosphere. Atmosphere तो जमीन से ऊपर होता है. So somehow there is some contact through pores or so. So ये क्या हो जाएगा? Unconfined aquifer will be the correct answer. I hope यहाँ से confusion अगर कोई था तो वो आपको क्लियर हो गया है, राइट? सो दीज आर द थिंग्स: अनकन्फाइंड वाटर, confined aquifers, irrigation and water budget. You can get it from here. Now, what is the scientific name of Mithun? So these are your option. I'm not going to read anything because, and again, if you don't know this, no problem, right? Because we are not trying to get 40 out of 40. अगर ये करोगे तो फिर ARD में तो 40 आ जाएंगे, ESI करंट अफेयर में कुछ नहीं आएगा. तो आपको क्या करना है, फोकस ऑन अंडरस्टैंडिंग, देन ट्राई टू मेमोराइज द इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट, देन ट्राई टू गो फॉर फिलिंग अप अदर थिंग्स दैट यू डोंट रिमेंबर. तो इसका अगर आंसर पता है, वेल एंड गुड. नहीं पता है तो कोई बात नहीं. Most people are going with option A. Shreya have gotten with option A. Sujit have also answered option A. Chetak have also answered option A. That is absolutely correct. Now those of you who don't know this, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. These are the scientific name that are important. इनमें से what are the most important? तो sheep, cow and buffalo तो है ही. उसके अलावा sheep, goat, cow भी यहाँ पे चलो दे ही दिया है. पिग यू कैन रिमेंबर और नॉट. हॉर्स चलो इसको लो पे ले लेना. कैमल को भी लो पे ले लेना है. बैक्टीरियन कैमल को भी लो पे ले लेना. डंकी एस यू कैन ऑल्सो टेक एट लो प्रायोरिटी. याक को ले लेना थोड़ा सा, आई मीन मिड प्रायोरिटी. आफ्टर यू आर डन विद द काउ, बफलो, शीप, गोट, आफ्टर दैट इट विल बी yak and also poultry birds and also pig. Then मिथुन you can, if you have time, otherwise you can also skip that. चिकन को रख लेना एंड डक को, इन दोनों को पोल्ट्री बर्ड्स में कर लेना. All right, so this is something that you need to know. कुछ option scientific name NABARD have started to ask, so that is why you should have the idea about this. All right, now let's move to the next question. Which of the following is the traditional storage structure? Bunker, silo, morai, pusa bean, all of the above. अब storage structure, what they are storing? They are basically storing your grain. देखो, farmer have produced 10 ton of grain. It doesn't mean every grain need to be consumed today, right? He can ask for 1-2 kg per day. What he will do with other remaining grain? He will store it, right? So where he will store it? He will store it in some structure. So structure basically can be traditional, that means पुराने structure that were there in our grandparents time. So बहुत अच्छे से गलत आंसर दे रहे हो, very good. मतलब इतना disappoint. Morai will be the correct. Why you are answering silos? ये होते हैं structure. Silos are the best of the best. They are the most modern ones. Why you are going with the silo type? I mean, that's a whole different level of, I think except Virat, nobody has given the correct answer. Right, Virat and Ravi has given the correct answer. So please note it down. देखो, traditional structure are the oldest structure. So मोरई, बुखारी, ये सब आपके जो होंगे, ये होंगे आपके traditional structure. If we talk about the improved traditional structure, that means इन्हीं structures में से, because देखो इनमें polythene was not used. We are not concerned with the quality of grain. How we are trying our best with the available material. उसमें ऐसा नहीं है कि you have dehumidifier की पानी कंट्रोल कर रहे हो, आपने एरिएशन देखना, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. तो बट उसके बाद क्या हुआ, पूसा एंड द अदर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दे टेक इंटरेस्ट ऑन दैट. दे हैव इम्प्रूव द बैक टाइप, दे हैव इम्प्रूव द कनस टाइप एंड दे कम अप विद दीज. ठीक है, पूसा बीन्स, कैप, PAU beans, so these kind they made, right? उसके बाद क्या होता है, but this now agriculture, what is happening, it is becoming more and more commercial type. That means बहुत commercial type, और also I would say intensive agriculture हो रहा है. That means even from 1 acre 2 acre we are able to get good amount of product. तो अब इंडिया का प्रोडक्शन आपको पता ही है, ग्रेन प्रोडक्शन 330 हो गया है, राइट? तो अब क्या हो रहा है, उतना स्ट्रक्चर स्टोर करने के लिए इट कैन नॉट बी लाइक कि ठीक है हम चेतक से बोल रहे हैं, विराट से बोल रहे हैं कि अपने घर में थोड़ी सी एक रूम खाली करके उसमें ग्रेन भर दो. इट कैन नॉट बी लाइक दैट. हमें क्या चाहिए, बड़े स्ट्रक्चर चाहिए. सो फॉर दैट वी हैव सीलो एंड शेड टाइप. अब इनमें फर्दर सीलो शेड टाइप के टाइप हो सकते हैं, बट ये तो बेसिकली दीज 3 आर द स्ट्रक्चर दैट यू शुड रिमेंबर. इनमें ये 2 आपके एट प्रायोरिटी आ जाएंगे, इम्प्रूव्ड एंड द मॉडर्न वन. यस यस द जो आपके ट्रेडिशनल वाले हैं, ऑफ कोर्स इसमें मड स्ट्रॉ वगैरह की हेल्प लेते हैं. बट समटाइम व्हाट वी डू ना, इवन कमरे में ही जस्ट वी मेक सम प्लेटफॉर्म और उसमें स्टोर कर दिए. समटाइम इवन बैग्स में स्टोर कर दिए, उसको बैग टाइप बोल दिया. तो दिस इज देयर. Then the eye of potato are useful for storage of food, vegetative propagation, sexual propagation, disease resistance, all of the above. तो देखो, सबसे पहले तो ये जो eye of potato है, बहुत लोग कंफ्यूज है. दिस इज अ फैंसी वे ऑफ सेइंग, आई वुड से, जो बड होती है, इसी को थोड़ा फैंसी वे में कह दिया कि इट इज आई ऑफ पोटैटो. इट इज नथिंग मोर लाइक दैट. दोज ऑफ यू नो कि बड किस में आती है, तो दे विल बी एबल टू इजिली आंसर दिस. वेरी गुड प्रतीक्षा. ऑल राइट, वेरी गुड रवि, वेरी गुड विराट, पूजा, दैट विल बी वेजिटेटिव प्रोपोगेशन. देखो जो हम बडिंग बोलते हैं ना, इट इज सेम काइंड ऑफ दैट बडिंग, या फिर कह सकते हो वेजिटेटिव प्रोपोगेशन थ्रू वेजिटेटिव स्ट्रक्चर. उसमें भी वी यूज बट समटाइम, तो उसमें आपका आ जाएगा आई ऑफ पोटैटो. राइट, सो आई होप ये यहाँ पे क्लियर हो गया है आपको. देन दिस इज पोटैटो, यू कैन सी हियर, और ये इसकी बर्ड्स हैं, ये या फिर इसकी आईज हैं. राइट, अब इसको व्हाट यू विल हैव टू डू, यू विल जस्ट हैव टू टेक आउट सम सॉइल, डग इट एंड पुट द सॉइल back again, and you after some time you will get, out of one potato you will get 5 6 10 potato. All right, which of the following is used as trap crop in cotton? Okra, castor, marigold, mung bean, all of the above. Here you first of all need to know what is a trap crop. So trap crop, as a name suggests, mouse trap hote na, to trap the mouse. So here what we are doing, any harm that is going to come to our main crop, this is my main crop, right? So I have drawn the leaves very beautifully. So this is my main crop. I want this to sustain no damage. I want it to be very safe. So what I will do, some sacrificial crop. कि इनको whatever insect is going to attack, it may attack these crop. These are not very valuable compared to this one. So or attack these crop, but let my main crop be safe. So this will be your, these other crop that are getting sacrificed, that will be trap crop. Now it can help in two ways. Either they will attract the insect on their own, or it will act as a barrier. So it can be both way. The correct answer will be all of the above. For cotton particularly, ye jo cotton is a cash crop, right? So for cotton, any can be used as your trap crop. If you are not able to give the correct answer, no problem, just remember ki it will be all. ऑल राइट, अब इसको ध्यान से याद रखना. ऑल राइट, देर आर मोर, इतने ही नहीं है कि देर आर इवन मोर देन दैट जो कॉटन में यूज हो सकते हैं, बट दिस इज समथिंग दैट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज ड्राइंग ऑफ अनियन carried out in the field involves pulling the bulb out of the ground, laying them on the ground in the small heap of 1 to 2 weeks. Basically what you are doing, you are plucking the onion out, then you are just placing it in the ground for 1 to 2 weeks to get dried. Very simple it is, but yes, in the types of drying, when we say, there is a term used particularly for onion. Which one it will be? Windrowing, thrashing, curing, dehydration and pre-cooling. All right, so most of you are going with option C. That is absolutely incorrect. The correct answer will be windrowing. I'll show you why. देखो यहाँ पे first of all drying क्या होती है? Simply taking out the moisture is drying. अब drying of onion is called windrowing. इसको ये थोड़ा सा आपने याद रखना है, right? इसको अगर अच्छे से याद कर लोगे, there will be no issue, and it can also be extended to garlic, but popular it is in onion. So just remember that, even if you have answered it wrong this time, right? So which of the following is the group of genetically uniform individual derived originally from sexually produced individual or from mutation maintained exclusively by asexual means or by ancestor? Those of you who are not able to make sense of this statement, I'll simplify it for you. There is this organism, or there is, let's say, this organism. Now this organism is, it can be either the result of sexual reproduction, or it can be the result of your mutation. That means it is different from the whole population that we have, right? Due to some reason. So now what we do, we take help of asexual reproduction and we maintain the similar copy. There should be no change. So these particular individual will be called what? Option C, clone. That is absolutely correct. These will be called clone. So this is very popular concept also in the movies, so you can remember that very easily, right? So these are the clones of this particular organism. Do remember, this will itself not be the result of asexual reproduction. Otherwise ये पहले ही दूसरों की तरह होगा, right? So it will, this particular organism will itself not be very unique. So otherwise these copy will also be resulting into the genetical copy, similar copy of the main population. So ये नहीं होना चाहिए, this should be different than the main population, then we are maintaining it, right? So I hope this is clear. Now here are the other thing कि polyembryony क्या होती है, because we have read about polyembryony also. So more than one embryo is polyembryony. Similarly clone we have read. Grafting क्या होती है? Grafting means in single plant I mean, we are taking two plants, we are taking some structure from there and we are growing them as a single plant. Right, so these will be Cheyenne and rootstock. The main plant jiske upar we are introducing new plant will be rootstock, and the new plant that is coming, that will be Cheyenne. All right. Then zygote is also there. Zygote is basically result of fertilization. So this is female cell, this is male cell. It will result into the zygote, right? Now, the process of sealing food hermetically in containers, sterilizing them by heat for long storage is known as dash. यहाँ पे do understand this term hermetically. Hermetically means no air. इस term को you will have to understand. This is the very important term in this definition. Right? Sterilizing them by heat for long storage is known as what? Canning, fermentation, pasteurization, freezing, A and C. यहाँ पे देखो freezing cannot be the answer. Why? Freezing में what we are doing, we are not using heat. Heat is something opposite, right? Then there is fermentation. Fermentation again cannot be the answer. Why? Because fermentation में usually chemical process keep going on, right? It is not something कि you will have to give heat. Sometime even fermentation can get disturbed through due to excessive heat. So it can either be canning or pasteurization. So most of you are going with the canning, and that is absolutely correct. Pasteurization mein again hermetical condition is not there, right? And pasteurization itself will not have a lot of shelf life. Canning mein shelf life can be extended up to 2 years, right? So let's say you make a curry today and you canned it properly. It will be like after 2 years you open it, it will be edible. ठीक है, तो इसको एंड स्टरलाइजेशन इज ऑल्सो हैपनिंग. पास्चराइजेशन में स्टरलाइजेशन डज नॉट हैपन. दैट यू नीड टू नोट डाउन. ऑल राइट, हियर आर द डेफिनेशन इफ यू वांट टू रीड मोर कि कैसे कैसे होना है. कैनिंग के बारे में इफ आई टॉक अबाउट मोर, प्लीज यू रिमेंबर निकोलस एपर्ट वाज द आंसर. दैट इज द पर्सन हु इन्वेंटेड दिस. बेसिकली ही वाज इन फ्रांस. So he used to, the जो jam वगैरह होते हैं, he started with that and canning come out of that. कि glass container में he used to, seal them and then used to cook it. So वहाँ से आ रखी, तो basically he was a chef. And also इसी के नाम पे this process is also known as appetization. तो ये भी आपको additionally थोड़ा सा पता होना चाहिए कि canning is appetization because Nicholas Appert was the person to invent this. Then 73 question, dash is the operation of cutting, picking, plucking, digging or removing the crop from under or above the ground or removing the useful part of fruits from the plant. इस process को क्या कहते हैं? Harvesting, threshing, winnowing, all of the above or none of the above? Very good Chetak, appetization भी बोलते हैं इसको. Okay. So just answer me that. Is it harvesting, threshing, winnowing or all of the above or none of the above? So basically here we are talking about different processes. अब यहाँ पे कोई cutting मत बोल देना आंसर, क्योंकि cutting already है उसमें. ठीक है, plucking वगैरह जो भी चीज़ें करें, basically useful part को हम remove कर रहे हैं. तो चेतक, प्रतीक्षा is going with option A, Ravi is going with option D. All right. So the correct answer, Virat is also going with option A. Okay, NABARD Grade A aspirant is going with option D. Viduja is harvesting. All right, option A. The correct answer will be your harvesting. ध्यान से पढ़ो terms को. Is talking about, it is not talking about operation. It is talking about कि you are just, this is the plant and this is the useful part. Either it can be leaf, जैसे कि हम किस में बात करते हैं, leafy vegetable, spinach if we talk about. Either it can be fruit, let's say I'm talking about tomato. ठीक है. Either it can be tuber, we are talking about potato. It can be root, we are talking about carrot. Right? तो किसी भी केस में देखो क्या हो रहा है, we are just removing the, अगर हम remove कर रहे हैं, process can be, let's say if you are talking about fruit, it can be plucking. If you are talking about leaf, it can be cutting, right? It can be picking if we are talking about tea leaves or so, right? It can be digging if you are talking about potato. लेकिन किसी भी केस में useful part को if you are removing, that will be harvesting. तो threshing और winnowing क्या होता है देखो. Threshing में ये जो हम main part को, grain को especially it is used, where ये जो हमारी branches हैं और जो stem है, इनमें से we are removing the useful part out of it. So what we do, we take help of mechanical force. तो उसको हम क्या करते हैं, जमीन में पीटते हैं. राइट, सो वी थ्रैश दैट. ठीक है, तो जैसे बचपन में पेरेंट्स थ्रैश करते हैं, तो वैसे ही हम क्रॉप्स को थ्रैश करते हैं. इससे क्या होता है, जो ग्रेन हमारा शाफ्ट से अलग हो जाता है. ठीक है, ड्यू टू फोर्सेस. अब उसमें भी क्या करते हैं देखो, उसके बाद वी टेक हेल्प ऑफ दीज इंस्ट्रूमेंट. उसमें ऊपर वी पुट द ग्रेन और दैट, देन वी यू मूव इट. तो उसमें क्या होता है, द एयर दैट इज कमिंग, उससे द हैवियर पार्ट विल फॉल डाउन एंड द लाइटर पार्ट विल गो अवे विद द विंड। तो इसीलिए विंड में है, दैट इज वी नोइंग। तो बट विंड रोइंग और वी नोइंग में कंफ्यूज मत होना, विनोइंग इज डन इन द ग्रेन विद द हेल्प ऑफ विंड, विंड रोइंग वाज इन अनियन, राइट। सो इसको थोड़ा सा याद रखना, ठीक है। नाउ आई होप ये थोड़ा सा क्लियर हो गया होगा, इसमें कोई फर्दर आपको डाउट नहीं है। इफ देयर इज सम डाउट डू लेट मी नो दैट। एज द सॉइल वाटर कंटेंट डिक्रीज द प्लांट बिगिंस टू विल्ट। एट दिस स्टेज व्हाट विल हैपन इफ द प्लांट केप्ट इन सैचुरेटेड एटमोस्फेयर। जिसको अभी तक स्टोरी समझ नहीं आई, जस्ट नो दिस इज योर प्लांट, you were in vacation so you forgot to like water it. What will happen? This wilted. ठीक है. Now what you're doing, there was some rain so you didn't take it to rain, but yes there is a lot of moisture in air. ठीक है. तो अब उसके बाद क्या होने वाला है? The plant will regain its turgidity, the plant will still wilt, the plant will have no effect initially but soon will start to regain turgidity, plant will immediately die, the plant will initially regain its turgidity or soon will start to wilt. देखो ऐसे क्वेश्चन भी नाबार्ड में लास्ट टाइम से आने लग गए हैं, that is why we will prepare accordingly where we know a little कि exactly state. देखो this is not something कि मैम I haven't read the exact thing so I'll not be able to answer. This is something depending on your understanding. So what we are talking about, the plant is wilting. So permanent wilting point आ चुका है. You haven't given field capacitor से नीचे जाके the water that was there has been consumed. अब evapotranspiration को maintain करने के लिए the plant has no water left, right? So उस केस में क्या होगा? Now you are taking it to some moisturized atmosphere and mostly I have expected कि you will go with the wrong answer and you are going with the wrong answer. So what will happen after? देखो air में moisture है, but do plant absorb the moisture from air? No. What they do, where they do absorb moisture from soil. Did I stated कि you are adding some moisture in the soil? No. What will happen? The plant will still wilt. So option B will be the correct answer given the option. If the one option had been the plant will soon die, after wilting the plant will die, then it would have been correct answer. But this was not there, so the correct answer will be option B. I hope this is understood by you कि कैसे you will come to an answer. No water is added to the root, so the plant will keep wilting. This is the understanding you need to have. Right? Now, what is the pH value of alkali soil? More than 8.5, 7, लेस देन 4.5, 3, नन ऑफ दिस. देखो बहुत इजी ऑप्शन है. इफ यू इवन नो कि एल्कली क्या होता है, यू विल बी एबल टू नो. न्यूट्रल पीएच किस पे होता है, वहां से चले जाओ. न्यूट्रल होता है इज एट 7. सो एल्कली किस पे होता है, इफ यू नो दैट यू विल बी एबल टू इजीली गेस इट, राइट. ये चेतक डू फोकस, जब भी ऐसे स्टेटमेंट पढ़ रहे हो, इफ रिक्वायर्ड उसको स्टेटमेंट को दोबारा पढ़ लो, राइट, व्हाट इट इज सेइंग. तो यू आर गोइंग विद ऑप्शन ए, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. सो हियर यू कैन सी कि क्या हमारी लिमिट्स होती है ऑफ पीएच फॉर डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ सॉइल. ऑल राइट. नाउ मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज अ प्लैंक्टर फीडर फिश? सी बेस, कॉमन कार्प, स्नेक हेड, सिल्वर कार्प, बोथ ए एंड डी. नाउ व्हाट आर प्लैंक्टन्स? देखो प्लांट, द ओशन व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट और द वाटर बॉडी व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट, वहां पे न्यूट्रिएंट्स आर देयर, ठीक है. बट उस न्यूट्रिएंट से क्या होता है, जो हमारे प्लांट ऑर्गेनिज्म होते हैं, दैट मीन्स द ऑर्गेनिज्म विच कैन परफॉर्म फोटोसिंथेसिस इन वाटर. वो कौन हो सकते हैं? वो हमारे वेरियस वो हो सकते हैं, ऑर्गेनिजम्स हो सकते हैं. दैट इज नोन एज फाइटोप्लैंक्टन, ठीक है. देन क्या होता है, इन फाइटोप्लैंक्टन्स को छोटे छोटे और ऑर्गेनिज्म खाते हैं, दे आर माइक्रोस्कोपिक. तो दिस विल बी योर जू प्लैंक्टन. इन दोनों को एक साथ में बोल देते हैं प्लैंक्टन. ये प्लैंक्टन खुद स्विम नहीं कर पाते, ये तैरते रहते हैं. इट इज समथिंग लाइक वाटर में यू हैव सीन एल्गी, राइट, जो सबसे ऊपर तैरती है. इट इज ग्रीन ऑफ कलर, ग्रीन इन कलर. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो एग्जाम्पल ऑफ योर फाइटोप्लैंक्टन. सो यू ऑल आर गोइंग विद ऑप्शन नंबर बी. दैट इज नॉट करेक्ट. करेक्ट आंसर विल बी ऑप्शन नंबर डी, राइट. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट, देखो सी बेस तो अलग चले गई, दैट इज द मरीन फिश, दैट विल नॉट टॉक अबाउट. इनकी फीडिंग हैबिट अलग है. तो यहाँ जो कॉमन कार्प है ना, दैट बेसिकली फीड ऑन डेट्रिटस मटीरियल, राइट. इसका प्लैंक्टन, बिकॉज देखो इतना दिमाग लगाओ कि कॉमन कार्प लिव एट द बॉटम, प्लैंक्टन स्विम एट द सरफेस. तो ये कैसे जाके इसको खाएगी? खा सकती है, इट इज नॉट कि स्ट्रिक्टली नहीं खाएगी, बट एज सच इट इज नॉट कि बेसिकली इट इज नॉट स्ट्रिक्टली प्लैंक्टन फीडर्स. राइट अब स्नेक हेड है, स्नेक हेड तो मार के खाती है, दैट इज प्रेडेटरी नेचर। हमारे पास ऑप्शन क्या बचता है, सिल्वर कार्प। वेयर डू सिल्वर कार्प लिव, इन द टॉप लेयर ऑफ वाटर, ठीक है। इट इज सरफेस फीडर ऑल्सो एंड सरफेस पे ही प्लैंकटन है, सो गेट द आइडिया कि प्लैंकटन्स लिव इन सरफेस, सिल्वर कार्प लिव इन सरफेस, सो सिल्वर कार्प विल ईट द प्लैंकटन्स। ऑल राइट, हियर यू कैन सी प्लैंकटन फीडर हमारे सिल्वर कार्प, और इंडिया में मतलब इंडियन मेजर कास्ट में कतला होती है। हर्बीवोरस में हमारी ग्रास कार्प और मिल्क फिश भी होती है काफी बार। समटाइम कॉमन कार्प कैन ऑल्सो ईट और चंक ऑन सम प्लांट्स, बट बेसिकली स्ट्रिक्टली नहीं है। कॉमन कार्प यू विल से ओमनी, जो मिल गया खा लिया। समटाइम इवन दे engulf the stones and then they'll opt it out. All right. Then there is pearl spot fish. It is also omnivore, but again that you need to know. देखो सी बास आई टेल ना कि इनकी स्टोरी अलग है, क्योंकि ये ओशन में है। देन स्नेक हेड, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट, इट इज कार्निवोर। कैट फिशेज हमारी यूजुअली कार्निवोर होती हैं। Okay, Ravi saying options were good. Thank you so much, Ravi. So here is your next option question. Which of the following indigenous fish has light red color scales, terminal mouth, and is considered as tastiest of all carp? इंडिया में बहुत पॉपुलर है दिस फिश। अगेन somebody will not state it out in the notes कि okay this particular fish is the most popular one, but this will come with the objective. Which fish is most popular in India, कि जिनका usually you read the name, right? So इनके आंसर क्या हो सकते हैं, जस्ट डू लेट मी नो। बहुत सारे ऑप्शन यू हैव। इफ यू नो कि आउट ऑफ दीज फिश विच इज द इंडिजिनस फिश, यू विल बी एबल टू आंसर इट करेक्टली। इफ यू नो कि रेड कलर कौन सी फिश का होता है, देन यू विल बी एबल टू आंसर इट करेक्टली। इफ यू नो विच इज द टेस्टीएस्ट कार्प वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, यू विल बी एबल टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन करेक्टली। ऑप्शन डी, ऑप्शन बी, ऑल राइट। Option A Virat is saying, option B Ravi is saying. The correct answer will be your Labiorohita. That means rohu. Clarius batrachus is your African catfish or channel catfish. It is not even carp. Cyprinus carpio, this is your common carp. It is Chinese major carp. It is not even indigenous fish. Right? Hypophthalmixtis mollitrix, this is your silver carp. This is again not your indigenous carp. Tinopharyngodon idella, this is your grass carp. Again, not a indigenous fish. Only indigenous fish here is Labiorohita. रोहू दिखा देती हूँ कैसी होती है Labiorohita. This is the fish. Right? So it is most popular also. So this is something that you should know. All right. Then coming to which of the following operation are practiced in tobacco? Arrowing, wrapping, priming, stenting, A and C only. So just let me know which will be the correct answer. All right. So here देखो arrowing means it is related to, I will tell you arrow क्या होते हैं, I will tell you in a while. Right. Wrapping जो आप समझ रहे हो almost same ही है, wrap कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। प्राइमिंग स्टंटिंग आई विल टेल यू। ऑप्शन सी, ऑप्शन ए, ऑप्शन सी। ऑल राइट, मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर गोइंग विद ऑप्शन सी, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट। ऑप्शन सी विल बी द आंसर। नाउ कमिंग टू द टर्म्स, बट ओके एवरीबडी, चेतक, सुजीत, रवि, वेरी गुड। सो everybody is correct, giving the correct answer. So here देखो priming when we talk about, तो mature leaves को remove करना is प्राइमिंग, बहुत ही इजी आंसर है। एंड इसको कैसे याद रख सकते हो, देखो व्हेन विल थिंग्स विल बी एट देयर प्राइम, व्हेन दे विल बी मैच्योर्ड। बच्चे तो नहीं होते हैं प्राइम पे, राइट? सो ये याद रखना कि प्राइमिंग में प्राइम प्रोडक्ट इज गेटिंग रिमूव, दैट इज मैच्योर्ड लीव्स आर गेटिंग रिमूव फ्रॉम टोबैको। इसको ऐसे याद कर लो। एरोइंग, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट एरो, शुगर केन में मूव करते हैं। देखो शुगर केन में ऐसे एरो आ जाती है इफ यू डोंट हार्वेस्ट दैट इन टाइम, ठीक है। अब उसमें क्या होता है, जितने हमारे कार्बोहाइड्रेट स्टोर है शुगर में, दैट स्टार्टेड टू गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू फ्लावरिंग स्टेज। तो शुगर केन का जो हमारा पर्पस होता है ग्रो करने का, टू गेट द शुगर आउट ऑफ इट, दैट गेट्स डिफीटेड। दैट इज वाई हमारा एरोइंग में हम एरोज को रिमूव कर देते हैं, दे आर नॉट यूजफुल। रैपिंग भी अगेन शुगर केन में होती है, जिनमें इनकी लीव्स को ऐसे रैप कर देते हैं टुगेदर, राइट? केन्स को रैप कर देते हैं टुगेदर विद द लीव्स, so that यहाँ पे aeration better रहे। Then stenting is done in rows where the cutting and grafting is performed in one action, so that is known as stenting. All right. Now, protein bank is a type of dash. Silvopastoral system, agripastoral system, agro-silvopastoral system, protein bank, I don't know why it is, but Tongaya system. So, इनमें से what is protein bank, किस categorization में it is there, you will have to answer this. So, I hope यहाँ पे पता होगा agro-silvopastoral when we are talking about. तो agro is one component, that means agriculture we are doing. Silvo means we are doing growing the forestry. Pastorals means we are keeping the animal. Agro-pastoral, you can remember कि agriculture and keeping the animal. Silvopastoral, crop, this particular plant or tree of forest, and pastoral means animal. So option B, everybody is going with agri-pastoral system. All right. The correct answer will be silvipastoral system. इसमें तो silvi है ही नहीं. Right. So protein bank में basically what we do, देखो, when we are talking about the protein bank, we are talking about one component must be needing protein, other are acting as the storage system of that. राइट तो यहाँ क्या हो रहा है, जितनी हमारी श्रब्स होती हैं दैट कैन हेल्प अस टू स्टोर द प्रोटीन. तो यहाँ आपको ये याद रखना है, प्रोटीन बैंक में वी आर आइदर ग्रोइंग द पेरिनियल क्रॉप और आइदर वी आर ग्रोइंग द श्रब्स इन सच अ वे दैट दे प्रोवाइड प्रोटीन टू द एनिमल एंड एनिमल विल ईट इट, ड्रॉप द मैन्योर एंड दैट कैन बी हेल्प टू एनरिच द प्लांट्स अगेन. राइट तो ये आपको थोड़ा सा याद रखना है. इसके अदर क्या क्या होते हैं सिल्वीपेस्टोरल में, वी ऑल्सो हैव द live fence fodder system and also we have the tree and shrub in the pasture system. All right, इनको आपने थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखना है. Now, okay, the answer is here, but what is the first milk produced by animal which is highly nutritious? Lactomilk is nothing. Nutri-milk is nothing. Lactose तो is a component found in milk. So the correct answer will be colostrum. This is the first milk, right? It is very rich in vitamin A, इसीलिए इसका कलर थोड़ा सा येलो भी होता है. So here you can see this is colostrum. और इसका जो अमाउंट होता है that is usually low. जो हमारा एवरेज मिल्क होता है, लेट्स से एग्जाम्पल, अगर एक स्पीशीज 1 लीटर अगर मिल्क दे रही है तो उसका जो कोलेस्ट्रॉम होगा दैट विल बी वेरी लो, ऑलमोस्ट 300 ml, तो इतने तक होगा बिकॉज इट इज़ वेरी थिक न्यूट्रिएंट, ऑल्सो न्यूट्रिएंट रिच होता है. एंड क्यों होता है, यू नो, इट इज़ डायरेक्टली गिवन टू द न्यू बॉर्न सो दैट उनमें उनकी जो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डिजीज रेजिस्टेंस है वो हो, उनको न्यूट्रिएंट ईजिली मिल जाए, तो दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग है इज देयर. ऑल राइट, तो ये थोड़ा सा आपको याद रखना है कि एनिमल में एटलीस्ट 72 पीरियड बाद मिल्क, 72 आवर्स बाद मिल्क मिलने लग जाता है, 3 दिन बाद, उससे पहले देयर इज कोलेस्ट्रॉम. That which breed is known as milk queen of goat? Nellore, Lohi, Dorset, Chokla, Sennen. So just let me know, milk queen कौन सी goat की breed को कहते हैं? All right. तो यहाँ पे नेलोर, रोही, डॉर्सेट, चोकला एंड सेनन. देखो हम हमारा आंसर जो है चोकला तो होगा नहीं. वाई? वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट गोट्स. तो चोकला अगर आंसर नहीं है तो क्या आंसर हो सकता है? ऑप्शन ई. Option E. Shubham is also saying, Chetak is also going with option E. That is absolutely correct. Senan will be the correct answer. All right. So here you can see different breeds are there. इसमें बात करें सेनन की तो it is originated from Switzerland and it is the milk queen of goat. इसके अलावा जर्सी काव कौन सी है? ये है हमारी एंग्लो नूबियन. क्या ये मिल्क बहुत ज़्यादा देती है इसलिए जर्सी है? नो, इसमें फैट परसेंटेज अच्छा होता है. दैट इज़ वाई इट्स कॉल्ड द जर्सी काव गोट. देन देयर इज मिल्क ब्रीड एल्पाइन, राइट. देन टर्की की जो गोट की ब्रीड है, नॉट शीप, गोट की ब्रीड है, दैट इज पॉपुलर फॉर मोहेर थ्रेड. देन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग बफलो ब्रीड हैव व्हाइट आई नोन एज वॉल आई? मुर्रा, साहिवाल, नीली रवि, हल्लीकर, भदावरी. So what will be the correct answer? Merino of Rajasthan, very good Virat. That is what Chokla is. Spain ki queen, very good. Just let me know the answer of buffalo breed with white eye. It is Murra, Sahiwal, Hallikar, भदावरी और विच वन इट इज़. अब भदावरी में मैम ने बता दिया है, इसमें हाईएस्ट फैट परसेंटेज इज देयर, राइट. इसका कलर भी थोड़ा सा गोल्डन होता है, दैट कैन ऑल्सो हेल्प यू टू कॉपर गोल्डन, इसकी पिक्यूलैरिटी है द कलर इज. तो ऑप्शन सी, ऑप्शन डी, नीली रवि, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. देखो नीली रवि का नाम नीली रवि है. नीली मीन्स यूजुअली इन हिंदी इट इज़ ब्लू, राइट, बट इसकी आईज आर वाइट. So there are again the breeds that you can see क्या क्या इनमें peculiarity है and what are the special feature of these. All right, now Which of the following are categorized as micronutrient in soil? Sulfur, magnesium, boron, both A and B, A, B, C. So here we are talking about micronutrient. तो soil की when we talk about the plant की requirement, तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है देखो, सबसे पहले we have macronutrient that are required in highest quantity, right? इनमें macronutrient में भी some are the basic nutrient that are required, right? Other are called the macronutrient properly, right? उसके बाद आपके आते हैं micronutrient that are also known as trace nutrient. ये क्या होते हैं? They are required in very less quantity. So just let me know the correct answer. Option E, boron. Option C. All right. The correct answer will be, all right, it will be boron, right? Sulfur and magnesium जो है वो हमारे macronutrients होते हैं. So here you can see, सबसे पहले basic nutrient जो हमारे होते हैं वो होते हैं CHO. macronutrient में NPK, कैल्शियम, मैग्नीशियम, सल्फर आते हैं. इसके अलावा टोटल हमारे जो एसेंशियल न्यूट्रिएंट होते हैं ये होते हैं 17. तो इसके अलावा जो हमारे बच जाते हैं 8, दैट इज माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट. Fe, Mn, Zn, Cu, P, MO, Cl, Ni. ठीक है, ये हमारे हो जाते हैं माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट. इसमें प्राइमरी माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट, सेकेंडरी माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट यू कैन टेक ऑन योर ओन. ऑलराइट, नाउ विच लेयर या horizon of soil contain partially decomposed debris, humus and most of the soil flora and fauna? O, A, B, C, R. ठीक है, soil when we talk about, depending on the I would say कि देखो strictly किस पे होता है, it depend on कि what the particular horizon is made from. So is it made from humus, organic matter, or is it the parent material, or is it the mix? So this you will have to know कि when we are talking about the very basic one, तो उसमें क्या हो जाता है. तो विराट, वेरी गुड. बोरॉन इज इमोबाइल. बोरॉन एंड कैल्शियम आर इमोबाइल, राइट? सो ओ, ऑप्शन A, very good. That is absolutely correct. O horizon will be the answer. So those of you who are confused just can see, जो हमारा O horizon होता है that is made of the organic layer. यहाँ पे humus is the main component. Then if we talk about the A, that is the top soil. यहाँ पे क्या होता है, minerals भी होते हैं and humus भी होता है. Illuviation is formed due to the leaching. अगर leaching नहीं है तो ये बनेगा भी नहीं, right? Then if you are talking about the subsoil, that will be horizon B. यहाँ पे क्या होता है, minerals and the metal salt. I mean थोड़ा सा parent material is also involved. Then strictly parent material is available in the horizon C, that is parent rock material is there. Then R is bedrock. यहाँ पे an unweathered parent rock होगी. जब यही break होगी, that will directly slowly rise up to the A horizon. Then to break down the dormancy of outer seed outer seed coat is removed by rubbing the surface with sand water. This method is known as stratification, scarification, leaching, hot water treatment, or none of the above. So यहाँ we are talking about the dormancy. That means you have put the seed in the soil, everything is fine, but seed, or it might be that some condition are not there, the seed is still viable but it is not coming out, the shoot or the root system are not coming out, so it is known as what? So the method to break this में क्या करते हैं, देखो, seed have to consume a lot of energy, then he'll have to come out of this coat. So you will help the seed, you will just remove this or you will rub it so that it become easy for seed to come out. So this particular method to help the seed to break the dormancy is known as option B. Everybody is going with option B, scarification. That is absolutely correct. We will scar the seed. So here are different methods. Scarification mein we are just removing the hard seed coat by rubbing it. So you are scarring it. Scarring means उसमें mark करना. Stratification देखो कब होता है, when you are giving the stratification, and basically you are taking the advantage of temperature. So that is stratification. So you are artificially exposing to the conditions that are encouraging to germination. Hot water treatment, again can tell you are taking the help of hot water. Leaching is something totally different, and light treatment is artificial light को जब आप use कर रहे हो, right? Which of the following is the example of orthodox seed? Capsicum, guava, lantana, cashew, all of the above. देखो orthodox seed क्या होते हैं? They are very interesting seeds. So these seed can be preserved for a long time. They are basically small seed that are resilient to drying, that are resilient to getting re-water. So that is why they have great shelf life. So these are your orthodox seeds. So you will just have to tell ki which of these given crops are the example of this particular orthodox seed. So you are going with option E, all of the above, all of the above. So Very good. Shubham, Chetak, Sujit. Very good. So all of you are going with option E. That is absolutely correct. All of the above will be the answer. So here if we will have to see. So Robert have classified the seed storage. Storage के according he have divided into orthodox seed and reclarient seed. So ठीक है. Reclarient seed. So here you can see the seed that are dried up to 5% that will be orthodox and otherwise they will be 20 to 50% में wet basis पे they will be dry. So देखो since moisture is high the shelf life will be low. The moisture is low, shelf life will be high. So here you can take the example कि cereals, pulses and oil seeds are usually in the orthodox seed. And if we talk about the fruits, they don't have much shelf life. Alright, the amount of soil moisture or water content held in the soil after the excess water has drained away and the rate of downward movement has materially decreased, which usually take place within 2 to 3 days after the rain and or irrigation is known as dash. Dekho, those of you who are not able to understand this statement, I will tell you what this statement is saying. It is basically stating ki when you do the irrigation or there is some rain, so the field gets saturated with water, right? What happens after 2-3 days under the gravitation force, the water settle down. The gravitational water run out. The only water remaining is the capillary water and the hygroscopic water. So this stage, this is the optimal stage of your field where the carrying capacity or of your field will be known. So what is that particular stage called? So you are going with option A. That is absolutely correct. Field capacity will be the correct answer. Virat, Chetak, Shubham, Kiran, Sujit, Pooja, Ravi and Shri have given the correct answer. Field capacity is the answer. Those of you who don't know, when all the pores are filled with water, that will be saturation. When the gravitation water has run out and the macro pore are filled with air and the micro pore are filled with water, that will be the field capacity. If there is very less water, scantily water is present to the plant, that will be the wilting point. A field capacity, this will be the highest water, this will be the lowest water. This will be the most water available to the plant. Gravitational water is as such not very much available to the plant, right? Then which of the following is true about lay farming? This system involves growing of grass, legumes in rotation with grain or tilled crops as soil conservation. This system is a type of crop rotation that involves use of annual and perennial grass crop in a long term and a short term to manage the soil. It is important to increase the fodder production, a critical component in rain fed farming. So इनके लिए देखो, this particular question in a way has been this particular statement has been asked in your actual NABARD examination itself also. So that is why lay farming part is very important and this question will help you get the idea. 3 points you are directly getting from this. Alright, so option E you are saying all 1, 2, 3, right? Hygroscopic is water while capillary is. Yes, very good Virat. So इस पे भी question आ रखा है कि hygroscopicity was the answer, but if you know what is hygroscopic water is, you could have been able to answer the correct answer. Alright, the correct answer is option E, that is all option 1, 2 and 3. You all have given the correct answer, very good. Please do remember these points are very important for you to understand. Alright. Now, dash can be defined as systematic approach to farming. इस statement को बड़े ध्यान से सुनो. Systematic approach to farming in which production systems do not use conventional method. First thing, and intend to seek sustainable performance while optimizing all the agro ecosystem resource. Your option are alternative farming, conventional farming, industrial farming, commercial farming, none of the above. Now why I have given this question in such a way and option are these. Dekho, if the option here would have been sustainable agriculture, if the question here have been some kind of organic farming, if it was like that and the other option would have been given, I mean without right answer, then these could also have been their answer. It is not saying something very specific, very structured, but yes, this question you need to see other option also. So here if you see, I can see you are going with option E, option D, option A, All of the above. Okay, I think this was for last answer. The correct answer is given by Ravi. The answer will be alternative farming system. देखो, conventional will not be the answer, industrial will not be the answer, and commercial will not be the answer, because in a way these three are same kind of agriculture. They are focused on getting the output out of field, using the chemicals, using the fertilizer, chemical fertilizer and others. So alternative system, when we talk about alternative system, is organic farming, natural farming, you know, zero natural budget farming. So these all type of farming आर योर अल्टरनेटिव फार्मिंग सिस्टम. दो होते हैं, एक होता है कन्वेंशनल, कन्वेंशनल के ऑपोजिट इज अल्टरनेटिव, राइट. तो देखो यहाँ पे डू नॉट यूज द कन्वेंशनल लिखा है, तो अल्टीमेटली दीज थ्री विल बी आउट. तो आपके ऑप्शन बचते हैं ए एंड ई. ई नहीं होगा क्योंकि अल्टरनेटिव फार्मिंग इज वायबल आंसर. ऑल राइट, सो आई होप दिस इज वेरी मच अंडरस्टूड बाय यू. Which of the following statement is are true regarding the furrow irrigation? Furrows are small channel which carry the water down the land slope between the crop rows. Furrow method of irrigation is generally used to irrigate the row crop and vegetable. It is ideal for slope varying between 0.2 to 0.5 in a stream of 1 to 2 liter per second. Both A and D, A and B only, all of the above. Now I know कि some point you might know कि furrow के बारे में, what furrow you need, but you don't know these 2 point. Or it might be the case कि okay, you know these 2 point but you know do not know these 2 point. But यहाँ पे ultimately if the question in such a any question in such a line come in your exam, you will have to take a call. If you are confident, attempt this, otherwise do not take the risk. All right, so thank you so much Shreya. Shreyashri, ऑल राइट, ऑप्शन ई 90 का ऑप्शन ई, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. तो यहीं पे इरिगेशन में आई नो दिस इज द पार्ट दैट यू नीड टू फोकस मोस्ट ऑन, राइट. तो इसको यहीं पे नोट कर लो ताकि एग्जाम में यू आर नॉट कंफ्यूज. आइडियल स्लोप कितना होता है? 0.2 से 0.5%. स्ट्रीम कितनी चाहिए होती है? 1 से 2 लीटर पर सेकेंड. इफ क्वेश्चन कम यहाँ से या तो 3 पॉइंट से आ जाता है, यू विल बी एबल टू डू गुड. अदर इनमें से एनी ऑप्शन इज गिवन in such a point, you will be able to answer it, right? Then dash can be defined as a systematic approach to farming in which production system do not use, okay, I think this is repeated, so let's just skip this. Which of the following statement are correct regarding white revolution? Statement 1, white revolution is related to milk and egg production. Statement number 2, Varghese Kurian is known as the father of white revolution. Operation Flood made India made India the world largest milk producer. This still stand correct. India has a lot of milk production and we are still at top. यहाँ पे एक और चीज बहुत अच्छी है नोट करने वाली कि इवन व्हेन वी टॉक कंपेयर इट टू द सेकंड पोजीशन वन ना, वी आर लॉट हायर. ठीक है, तो दिस इज द गुड पॉइंट दैट वी नीड टू बी प्राउड ऑफ. तो ऑप्शन सी 2 and 3 only. Option C, everybody is going with option C. वेरी गुड, ऑप्शन सी विल बी द करेक्ट आंसर क्योंकि फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट में एग प्रोडक्शन है. वेरी गुड, डू लेट मी नो एग प्रोडक्शन. वेरी गुड, रवि ने पहले ही बता दिया, इट इज द सिल्वर रेवोल्यूशन. ठीक है, ऑल राइट. व्हेन द ऑक्सीजन कंटेंट ऑफ सॉइल इज लिमिटेड, द ग्रोथ ऑफ द मोस्ट क्रॉप इज अफेक्टेड when the oxygen content reach below dash. तो इन जनरल बताना है कि what is the oxygen amount needed by the root to grow. ठीक है, that you will have to tell. इसमें भी देखो एक गीगा चैट क्रॉप होती है हमारी राइस, that can very much grow even at 0 ppm. Some are weak, some are strong. Rice is the strongest. All right. So your option are 2, 10, 7, 5, again 2. So make it like 6. Okay. So just let me know the right answer. 2, 10, 7, 5. Easy question है, direct question है. Chetak question mark लगा के you are asking me, I'm asking you, you are asking me. Right, I'll tell you, no problem. So चेतक के अलावा श्रेयश्री, विराट, ब्रिजेश, रवि, आयुषी, पूजा, विदुजा, आपके आंसर कहाँ पे? जस्ट लेट मी नो. रवि है रिटन आंसर्स ऑप्शन सी. Virat is saying, Virat is following the footstep of Chetak where he's asking me 10. All right, I will tell you soon enough. Option A, Rahul is going with. Okay, yes, I'll tell you na. I'm just poking the fun. Please don't take it very seriously. This question mark makes me laugh a little. So I don't know, Ayushi, very good. So the correct answer will be 2%. ठीक है, अब यहाँ से हम रिमेंबर कर, यहीं पे याद कर लेते हैं. देखो सॉइल में ऑक्सीजन रिक्वायर, ऑक्सीजन वी ऑल नो कि फिश में चाहिए होती है, राइट? फिश में भी यूजुअली से कि 3 तो चाहिए ही होती है. इफ इट इज समथिंग लाइक 5 and 7, वेरी गुड. तो यहाँ पे भी देखो सिमिलरली रूट्स ऑल्सो नीड टू ग्रो, तो 2% ऑक्सीजन इज रिक्वायर्ड. ओके, जस्ट रिमेंबर दैट कि मिनिमम इतनी तो चाहिए इन मोस्ट क्रॉप. सम क्रॉप रिक्वायर्स मोर ऑल्सो, सम क्रॉप रिक्वायर लेस ऑल्सो, जैसा लाइक आई हैव टोल्ड यू राइस, बट दिस इज समथिंग लाइक दैट. ऑल राइट. So next question, if we read 94th question, only 6 question we have left. Which of the following statement is are correct regarding atmospheric packaging of perishable crop? Statement 1, modified atmospheric packaging, you will also see it written like MAP, is a type of packaging where the composition of gases once modified is not changed thereafter. So MAP में one time gas package will be there. So the statement का just you will have to understand कि क्या बोल रहा है पूरा time. If you read the question, if reading the question is taking you 1 minute, then you are not doing good enough in terms of time management. Second is CAP, controlled atmospheric packaging. CAP is a type of packaging where the storage is atmosphere is kept constant. That means the gas percentage that we have decided, that will be fixed कि oxygen should be this much percent, carbon dioxide should be this much percent, nitrogen should be this much percent. Once it happen कि oxygen is converted to CO2, you are refilling the gas. So here refilling is allowed, here refilling is not allowed. So modified atmospheric packaging is less precise than the controlled atmospheric packaging. अब तो now the comparison is there. फिश में तो 5.5 है मैम, ये पक्का. ऑल राइट, वेरी गुड चेतक, दिस इज करेक्ट. 5.5 इज द आइडियल वन कि 5 से 7 तक, 8 तक इज गुड अमाउंट. 8 से ज़्यादा में अगेन द प्रॉब्लम अराइज. ठीक है, एंड 3 तक चाहिए कि सर्वाइव करने में. येस इट विल बी अंडर स्ट्रेस, बट 3 चाहिए होता है फिश में. ऑप्शन ई सी क्वेश्चन मार्क. ऑल राइट, योर करेक्ट आंसर विल बी ऑल. ओके, ऑल ऑफ दी स्टेटमेंट आर करेक्ट. देखो क्या होता है, स्टेटमेंट 3 तो करेक्ट है इफ यू आर एबल टू गेस दीज टू. सो मैप में व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, मैप में यू हैव डिसाइडेड कि वंस यू व्हाट यू हैव डन, यू हैव टेकन लेट्स से 72% नाइट्रोजन, 8% ऑक्सीजन एंड 20% ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. यू सील्ड द पैकेज जैसे लेस में करते हैं. सो टेक द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ लेस. You have sealed the lace and then it will go to shop and now shop will do nothing. ऐसा ही सेल होगा. What is happening in the cap? The same percentage you have decided कि same 72% nitrogen, 8% O2 and 20% CO2. Now what is happening with breathing? Even the potatoes and all are breathing. So क्या होगा, ये oxygen का percentage slowly get depleted. So oxygen is something like कि oxygen is becoming it become 2%. Hydrogen become let's say 6%, 62%, and there is some water also due to the reaction or something, or let's say CO2 is also there, some other reaction are going on. So what we will do, ऐसे वाले इस वाले केस में we will again open the pack, we will remove these gases, we will flush out these gases with the help of filling of new gases with this percentage. When these gases will completely remove or replace these gases, then we will again close the package. तो अब देखो यहाँ क्या हो रहा है, the constant state of the product has been maintained. Here it is not happening, right? इसीलिए this one is better. So I hope this is clear. Now, which of the following is the first watering done to the crop? अब देखो one liner आ गया, तो it is very easy to do. Just let me know the answer. हाँ हो जाता है वैसे ऑल सही यूजुअली. एंड सी माई पर्पज हेयर इज नॉट टू बेसिकली टॉन्ट यू कि हो कुछ नहीं पढ़ रहे हो. इफ थ्रू क्वेश्चन आई कैन मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड सम कॉन्सेप्ट, आई कैन गिव यू की इन्फॉर्मेशन, ओके फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन दीज आर देयर, सो यू विल बी एबल टू नो दैट. ऑल राइट, so this is my purpose basically. Option B, core watering. Very good. So core watering is the correct answer. All right, so here you can see core watering, placo, delta and duty of water क्या होता है. ध्यान से इसमें सुनो, core and placo में people get confused. The first water that you are giving to the crop is your first water that is given to the crop is your core watering. Now what is placo? First watering done to the field before sowing. तो फील्ड में द फर्स्ट वाटर दैट यू आर गिविंग, लेमन टर्म्स में समझो कि दिस इज द न्यू फील्ड दैट यू हैव ऑब्टेन, अभी तक इसमें कोई पानी नहीं पड़ा है. द वाटर दैट यू विल गिव फॉर द फर्स्ट बिफोर सोइंग, अभी सोइंग नहीं हुई है बट बिफोर दैट नो क्रॉप इज देयर, यू आर यू नो पुटिंग द वाटर देयर, सो दैट विल बी प्लैको. You have, you know, taken the seed, you have grown the seed. After that, the watering you are doing, that will become core. तो placo के बाद core आता है. तो that you will need to understand, right? Then there is delta watering. Delta watering मतलब total depth कितनी maintain करनी पड़ती है. Then duty of water, total volume of irrigation required in a particular crop to mature. तो total जितना चाहिए होता है, that is duty of water. Right? Which of the following poultry bird originated in UK, United Kingdom, and is also known as Indian game? Originate कहाँ हो रखी है? UK में. बोलते क्या है? Indian game. So which is this? So just let me know. Is it Sussex? It is Cornish? It is Leghorn? Is it Minorca? It is Plymouth. So एक बार हमने पहले भी देख लिए हैं based on the origin. What are different categories of, you know, poultry bird, and what are different example of that? So option Shubham is going with option C, Ravi is going with option B, Sujit is going with option B. Okay, most of you are going with option A, B, C. Okay, so all kind of answer I have got. The correct answer will be option B, Cornish. ठीक है, इसको अब एक बार मिल गया है, अब इसको याद कर लो. The Cornish will be the correct answer. Here you can see डिफरेंट टर्म्स में क्या क्या होते हैं. नोन एज इंडियन गेम इज द कॉर्निक्स. इफ अ सूसेक्स टॉक अबाउट, इंग्लैंड में ही ओरिजिनेट हो रखी है एंड इसके डिफरेंट फीचर यू विल हैव टू टेल. लेग हॉर्न में तो क्वेश्चन भी आ रखा है. इटली में इसमें थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन है ये. ओके, आई थिंक दिस इज रिपीटेड. इसको चेंज कर लो. लेग हॉर्न विल नॉट बी द आंसर. द कॉर्निश विल बी द करेक्ट आंसर. ऑलराइट, उसके बाद मिनोरका एंड प्लेमाउथ यू कैन ऑल्सो सी. Now moving to the next question, which of the following act as a trap crop? ये तो repeat हो रखा है again. So again, here the good thing is here I have given cotton के लिए देखो different type of trap crop can be used. So here you can see alfalfa, castor, chickpea, corn. ये सब cotton में आपके use हो जाते हैं. Alright, तो यहाँ पे ये वैसे PDF आपको मिल जाएगी, so don't need to worry. But इसको भी आप note down कर लेना. Then which of the following statement is are correct regarding the contour farming? So different statement has been given. Just let me know. इनमें से कुछ तो शामली मैम ने बताए भी होंगे. तो just let me know what your memory serve. Contour farming involve plowing, planting, weeding along the contour. So I hope कि you all know contour क्या होता है. देखो, this is your field. ठीक है, let's say कि आपने crop लगा दी ऐसे. ठीक है, ये आपकी crops हैं. Now you water it. What will happen? The water will run down the hill. Will it be of any use? No, it will be not of any use. तो इस केस में क्या करेंगे? You draw some line like this. So rather than planting the crop like this, you plant the crop like this. You make plow like this and you make the crop like this. Now what will happen? Once the rain come down, ऐसे पानी जो होता जाएगा, the speed of the crop will be, the speed of the water will be reduced. You know, based on the contour line that you have drawn. Also, it will get more time to get absorbed, and also erosion will also be less. All right, option 1 and 3, option E, option B, every statement is there. Option 1, the correct answer will be statement B, that is 1 and 3 only. तो 2 के साथ क्या प्रॉब्लम है? कंटूर फार्म इज रिकमेंडेड फॉर 7 to 33. इतना नहीं होता है, 33 बहुत ही ज्यादा है. ऑल राइट, तो अप टू 7 यू कैन से इट इज देयर कंटूर फार्मिंग. नहीं, कंटूर फार्मिंग थोड़ा सा ज्यादा क्या होता है, आई थिंक 15-16% तक के लिए कंटूर फार्मिंग होता है. 33 के लिए नहीं, 16 to 33 के लिए वी गो विद द ट्रेस फार्मिंग, टेरेस फार्मिंग. ठीक है, ट्रेस फार्मिंग कह रही हूँ, टेरेस फार्मिंग वेयर step like farming is done. So like this, so first you will grow like this, then you will field like this. So we do like this, field grow crop like this. So that is terrace farming, that is done for 16 to 33%. Deficiency of which of the following nutrient shows symptom of leaf becoming narrow, small, lamina becoming chlorotic, veins remain green. ठीक है, तो veins का कलर क्या है? ग्रीन. Subsequently, dead spot develop all over the leaf, including veins, tip, margin. तो इसका आंसर क्या होगा? Is it manganese? Is it zinc? Is it iron? Is it molybdenum? What will be the correct answer? Right? So just remember what is happening here. First of all, veins that are there in the leaves are green. Right? The whole leaf is yellow, but the veins are green. So magnesium, I missed the class. Bench terracing. Yes, yes, bench terracing is absolutely correct. Magnesium, option D. The correct answer will be option B, zinc. देखो, I will show you. यहाँ क्या हो रहा है? मैग्नीशियम में क्या हो रहा है? इंटरवीनल येलोइंग ऑफ यंग लीव बट नॉट टेंडिंग टुवर्ड वाइटनेस, वेन्स रिमेन ग्रीन. ठीक है, यहाँ क्या हो रहा है? अपर लीव विल शो क्लोरोसिस, मिड रिब एंड द डेड स्पॉट विल अकर ऑल ओवर द लीव, वेन टिप, मार्जिन. ठीक है, तो ये थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है, इसको आप थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखोगे. इसमें देखो कंफ्यूजन हो सकता है, आई डू अंडरस्टैंड, बट इसमें थोड़ा सा आपको डिफरेंस मिड रिब वगैरह का, बाकी चीज़ों का थोड़ा सा आपने ध्यान देना है. राइट, सो यू कैन सी हियर जिंक में लीव्स लुक समथिंग लाइक दिस. आयरन में भी क्या हो रहा है? देखो, वेन्स रिमेन ग्रीन, अदर लीव पोर्शन टर्न येलो, टेंडिंग टुवर्ड द वाइटनेस. तो यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा मिड रिप हाउ मच इट इज ग्रीन यू विल हैव टू फोकस ऑन. इसके अलावा जो इसमें मेन पार्ट हो सकता है दैट विल बी दिस, क्योंकि यहाँ पे ना देखो वेरी मच चांसेस आर कि ज्यादा ऑप्शन बनेंगे नहीं. तो ऑप्शन कहाँ के बनते हैं? द स्पीशीज, द डिजीजेज दैट आर गिवन. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट इसमें खैरा की जो राइस में डिजीज होती है दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट कि वो जिंक से होती है. इसको याद कर लोगे तो हाफ ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम इज डन. एंड देखो, आयरन और जो जिंक है इन दोनों को साथ में याद कर लेना, बिकॉज यहाँ पे अगर हमारा जिंक एक्सेस में होता है तो उससे क्या होता है? आयरन की डेफिशिएंसी हमारी डेवलप हो जाती है. तो आयरन, मैग्नीज और जिंक आप एक साथ याद कर सकते हो. ऑलराइट, या दीज आर वेरी डिफिकल्ट. सी आई व्हाट आई विल टेल यू ना, एक टर्म याद रख लो, इंटरवीनल क्लोरोसिस. इसको याद रख लो, इसको ये रखो कि द वेन्स विल रिमेन ग्रीन. बाकी जो इंटरवीनल, मतलब देखो मैंने पहले बताया था इंटर मीन्स बिटवीन टू, तो इंटरवीनल बिटवीन वेन्स. सो बिटवीन वेन्स द पार्ट विल टर्न येलो, सो इंटरवीनल क्लोरोसिस दैट इज देयर. ये किस किस में फीचर होता है दैट टू यू रिमेंबर. उसके बाद आप याद रखो जो स्पेसिफिक डिजीज दैट आर गिवन देयर, उनको आप एक बार अच्छे से याद कर लो, दैट विल बी मोर देन एनफ. ऑल राइट, देन last question, which of the following scientist has developed a working model of natural farming, popularly known as zero budget natural farming. नेचुरल फार्मिंग और ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग में डिफरेंस क्या होता है? बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है. इवन गवर्नमेंट ऑल्सो इटसेल्फ इन सम वेबसाइट यू विल सी द डिफरेंस इज गिवन, सब में इट हैज़ बीन यूज्ड यू नो इंटरचेंजेबली, बट द ओनली डिफरेंस दैट is there is organic farming में you can put manure in, you can put rock mineral in. यहाँ पे नेचुरल फार्मिंग में यू विल नॉट पुट एनीथिंग इन द फील्ड. ठीक है, तो ऑप्शन एवरीबॉडी इज सेइंग ऑप्शन बी, ऑप्शन ए. तो ऑप्शन टू, ऑप्शन ए, टू, ऑप्शन बी आर करेक्ट, आर गिवन एज द आंसर. ऑप्शन डी आई एम ऑल्सो गेटिंग. द करेक्ट आंसर विल बी ऑप्शन बी. ठीक है, सुभाष पलेकर. नाउ इसको याद रख लो. व्हाई? सिंपल रीजन बीइंग दिस इज समथिंग दैट यू कैन ऑल्सो गिव इन योर डिस्क्रिप्टिव आंसर राइटिंग में भी यू कैन से कि लेट्स से इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग, इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द नॉन कन्वेंशनल फार्मिंग, सो यू कैन से कि इन इंडिया दिस पर्सन हैज डेवलप्ड दिस. So it can be a statement. If you don't remember, of course there are a lot of other statements that you can write, but here if you do remember this, it can be utilized. All right, but all in all the personalities that are written here are important personalities. इनके बारे में थोड़ा सा देख लो. जीरो बजट फार्मिंग के लिए तो यहाँ पे पद्मश्री मिल रखा है मिस्टर सुभाष को. ऑल राइट, सो दैट यू नीड टू डू. देन बायोडायनेमिक एग्रीकल्चर इफ आई टॉक अबाउट, ये सेनर ने डेवलप की थी, दैट इज वाई ही इज इंपॉर्टेंट पर्सनैलिटी फॉर योर एग्जाम. पर्माकल्चर इफ यू टॉक अबाउट बिल मॉलिसन एंड डेविड होमग्रीन. Then MS Swaminathan if I talk about, so he is father of Indian Green Revolution. ठीक है, father of Indian Green Revolution. इसके अलावा he was the first person to get World Food Prize. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए दो इंपॉर्टेंस इसके लिए. जेरूथल एस इज नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट बिकॉज ही इज ब्रिटिश एग्रीकल्चर रेवोल्यूशन, बट बिकॉज नाम है तो देख लो वाला. राइट, सो दिस इज समथिंग. इन तीनों को, इनको जीरो बजट फार्मिंग एंड MS स्वामीनाथन को यू विल रिमेंबर एट प्रायोरिटी. बायोडायनेमिक एग्रीकल्चर में जस्ट व्हाट इज बायोडायनेमिक एग्रीकल्चर, हु डेवलप इट. पर्माकल्चर में व्हाट इज पर्माकल्चर एंड हु डेवलप इट. दिस मच विल बी मोर देन एनफ. Right, so I hope everything is clear to you. If there is any other doubt, because we are at the end of session, we'll be just closing the session. After that 100 questions are done, so just let me know if you have any other question. मैम लास्ट ईयर में केज के साइज के ऊपर क्वेश्चन आए थे. आई हैवंट वॉच ऑल द वीडियो ऑफ शामली मैम, उसके ऊपर करवा दीजिए. देखो अभी तो एक बार के लिए हो गए हैं, एंड नेक्स्ट एंड ऑल्सो ना सी दैट वाज द क्वेश्चन इन फेज 2. सो फेज 2 के टाइम पे एक और बार व्हेन विल टेक द क्लास, एट दैट टाइम विल टेक. अभी थोड़ा फेज 1 पे फोकस करते हैं. ऑल राइट रवि, फेज 2 में डेफिनेटली आई विल मेक श्योर कि दैट गेट कवर्ड. So you're welcome, Shubham. If anybody have any other query, just let me know, please. Okay, you're welcome, Shreya. Shreya's, I just remember Shreya now. She's everywhere, na. So it's always good interacting with her. Okay, Ravi. So anybody have any other query? Just let me know. Otherwise, I'll be just closing. I'll be closing this session. You're welcome, Ravi. So we are at the end. So I would request all of you don't go before liking this session. And if you're new here, you know what to remember. So much, ma'am. Hopefully this time I will score ARD first. Yes, yes. See, you can easily score 13 ARD. Just thoda sa you will also have to focus on phase 2 of the examination, and also na adopt correct strategy in terms of what to do and what not to do. Sometimes we get overconfident कि ये answer हो सकता है, right? And at the end that answer usually is not right. So उसको थोड़ा सा avoid कर, ambiguity को थोड़ा सा avoid करना, easily scoreable है ना 30, right? So you're welcome Chetak, you're welcome Pooja. So as I'm not getting any other query, I'll be closing the session. Please do remember to subscribe to YouTube channel, and if you haven't subscribed to the Telegram channel, where you will get the PDF of this session also tomorrow. Alright, so for that go to the Telegram channel as well. So if you have any other query, you know what to do. You can always call us, you can always visit our website, and also you can write the mail to us. So that will be it. Let me just end this session